Building Gala, where knowledge meets opportunity and generational wealth is built. This is an evening of financial empowerment, high-level networking, and exclusive insight into wealth building strategy at the stunning Harbor 360 at Yacht Haven Grand. Enjoy fine dining and complimentary champagne as professionals cover essential topics and wealth building strategy from local and off-island real estate investing, stocks and bonds, personal and business credit, life insurance, estate planning, and generational wealth. This year, don't miss an exclusive money conversation with Grammy award-winning songwriter Teron Thomas. A deep dive into his journey from humble beginning to global success. Doors open at 3 p.m. Show starts at 4 p.m. sharp. Tickets are available right now at wealthbuildinggala.com. The second annual VI Wealth Building Gala, where legacies are built. Saturday, March 8, 2025.
UVI's annual Friendraiser, Afternoon on the Green, is back on Sunday, March 16th from noon to 5 p.m. on UVI's Hermione Moore Golf Course on St. Thomas. Savor mouth-watering dishes and your favorite native drinks. There's fun for everyone with music by Climax Band and the Artists in Residence Jazz Collective, plus face painting, bounce houses, and games for the kids. Grab a lawn chair and head to the green. Visit aog.uvi.edu.
All right, good morning and welcome to AllAhWeTV's Rise Up Morning Show and AllAhWeTV streaming on YouTube and Facebook. Welcome. We've been on our break for a little minute, but we're back and today's an exciting show. Why is it an exciting show? Because today we're going to have a friend, our brother in the studio, Mr. Kyle. I didn't mess up his last name, but Kyle is going to be here in the house. It's all about the VI Wealth Gala. The VI Wealth Gala. And it's in its second year here in St. Thomas. It had its first year in St. Croix, I said a few months ago. But it's going to be a good show. We're going to share a lot of information of all that's taking place here in the VI and beyond. So good morning and welcome. It's another beautiful day in paradise. Man, listen, it's just a journey just getting up and getting to work. When you get to work, you feel like you need to take an immediate 15-minute break. And that's how I feel right now. Like, you're getting everything together that by the time you land in the place, you feel like, my gosh, oh my Lord, what is there left to do? Because you have done so much just to get to the people and work. Well, it's the same when you work for yourself. Well, listen, good morning. We want to welcome everybody that's watching from St. Thomas, St. John, St. Croix, BVI, massive. Big up yourself right here. Not only are we going to be talking with Kyle about the VI Wealth Gala, we're also going to have an opportunity to meet, well, we're going to give you a tour on the new Smith's Ferry, the iLegend boat. That ferry is sexy, it's beautiful, and it's on the scene. So you want to definitely, if you're going to the BVI, USVI, of course, all the ferry are friends, but Smith's Ferry launched a brand new boat. You're going to get to see it right here on AllAhWeTV. What else we have coming up? We're going to meet Spotlight, the Department of Education did Spotlight and Excellence. Meet Evan Foy, and he is the spelling bee and the math counts winner. So that's going to be good to see his secrets, a little bit more about him. Not only having one title, but about having 2 titles under his belt. So what's happening right now today in the USVI, BVI? Let's show it to you. For the cruise ships, who we have visitors coming to our shores. Let's show you what we got. We have the Wednesday, we got the Symphony of the Seas, we have the Crown Bay Dock, 12:30 to 7 p.m. The Norwegian Encore Waiko from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Celebrity Accent, that's 11:30 to 7 p.m. They also at Crown Bay at the Disney Treasure. They're over at Waiko. Thursday, Wonder of the Seas, that's at Crown Bay. Then Friday we have no ships, and then Saturday we have the Norwegian Waiko. So that's what happening on the cruise ship side. If you're taxiing, if you're retailing, that's what's happening in our visitors and our world of visitors. What else is happening in the world of news? Well, there's a lot. Horse racing is getting ready to make a big comeback to the island of Santa Cruz. You may have heard of it already because that was in the Monday press conference with the governor, stating that exciting news. What else is taking place? A lot more. We have the big conversation coming up on Friday with the governor of the USVI and the premier of the BVI regarding the little mix-up that's happening right now. But we told you about it in the opening. This young man, He is so charming. And it's, a pleasure to see promoting intelligence and excellence. He is Evan Foy. He's the Spelling Bee and Math Counts winner who has made history by winning the 2025 District Spelling Bee and placing first at the 2025 Math Counts. So he's going to share with us his preparation process, his favorite hobbies and interests outside of competition, the pride he feels representing the Lockhart K-8 school, and his future goals and how he plans to achieve greatness. And then we also have another set of great news coming up with all the varsity boys basketball team. They are traveling to Florida and they're going to be competing against teams in the States. And that's over the course of this weekend. So the 4 schools, we're going to tell you more about that, show you the playout schedule, and we're encouraging all VI Massive, all Caribbean Massive. If you've seen this here, go and represent at the games. Check them out. But this is Mr. Evan Foy, and this is what he does to prepare. And let's find out a little bit more about this great champ.
Hello, my name is Evan Foy, and I am an 8th grader from Lockhart K-8 school. I have won the 2025 St. Thomas and John District Spelling Bee and Math Counts. My preparation process for these events is studying a lot. Every single day for the spelling bee, I spend a few hours on the Scripps Word Club app studying mainly spelling words, but I also do vocabulary. And for math counts, well, math is a real passion of mine, so I spend much of my free time doing math problems or watching math videos and learning topics I didn't know before. Hello, my name is Evan Foy, and I am an 8th grader from Lockhart K-8 school. I have won the 2025 St. Thomas and John District Spelling Bee and Math Counts. My preparation process for these events. Hello, my name is Evan Foy, and I am an 8th grader from Lockhart K-8 school. Every single day I have won the 2025 St. Thomas and John District Spelling Bee and Math Counts. My preparation process for these events is studying a lot. Every single day for the spelling bee, I spend a few hours on the Scripps Word Club app studying mainly spelling words, but I also do vocabulary. And for math counts, well, math is a real passion of mine, so I spend much of my free time doing math problems or watching math videos and learning topics I didn't know before. And also, I practice on Saturdays at my school for several hours for math counts. I balance studying and other activities by having a consistent schedule. While my schedule isn't that full, I always have specific times where I will start studying so that I'll always be on pace.
So
I also digest information really quickly, so I don't have to spend much time reviewing.
That was supplied. These things happen in the world of production. So it's freezing, but we're going to get it right. Today's Wednesday, we're going to come back Friday. It may be an encoding issue, some coding issue. That these things happen. Unfortunately, we don't want it to happen when they representing our youth them. Not at all. So we're going to get that tight and we're going to bring it back. It was having a pause there. I'm not sure why. Anyway, listen, man, it's the Rise Up Morning Show. And letting you know, 7:30 in the morning, Mr. Kyle is going to be here. He is all about the VI Wealth Gala. He's about, you call him Mr. Credit, Fix Your Credit. What else he does? He had the puppies, the event for the dogs. Give you the correct name when he gets here. But he's been doing a series of events in the Virgin Islands, promoting wealth and education to Virgin Islanders and beyond, helping people restore their credit, learn their credit and the process, because financial literacy is one of the most and single important things that we need out here. So when Kyle gets here, that's going to be a really good thing. So that's coming up in the 7:30 block. Listen, I'm going to jump around because we had that little boo-boo. But what else is happening in the news? We tell you he's the spelling bee, the district, the spelling bee and the Math Counts winner. Let you know what cruise ships are coming into town. Well, this is another exciting initiative that's taking place. What is it? They have it's not a response to the violence. However, this can support less violence in our community. The VIPD, the Office of Senator Dwayne DeGraff, and the Office of Senator Franklin Johnson are hosting a territory-wide gun buyback program. There's no questions asked. You come in, you bring the firearm, legal, illegal. They just want to get guns off of the street. This has been hosted in the past and is being held now. So if you have unwanted firearms, maybe the firearm owner is deceased or no longer has a reason for it, don't need it in the home, definitely don't need it in the hands of any unwanted person, including children or, somebody who's getting bacchanal. You could go and turn in your firearm and you will get cash for your firearm. So that's a wonderful thing. Here's more about it. You have Lieutenant Cannoneer and Senator Dwayne DeGraff. They're giving us the information about this program.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Cannoneer, Virgin Islands Police Department.
Hi, I'm Senator Dwayne DeGraff, the 36th Legislature.
And I'm here to invite you to our gun buyback program. We have revised in all three islands, St. Thomas, St. Croix, and St. John. Our first buyback initiative will happen on St. Croix on the 8th, on St. Thomas on the 22nd of March, and on St. John on the 29th.
You know, when I think on buyback, people are thinking cash for gold. This is cash for guns. Guns to get off the street, save a life. How we went about, Senator Johnson and St. Croix and I got together and we reached out to sponsors in this community, St. Thomas, St. John, St. Croix community. So the people involved too, they donated monies. We generated over $25,000 toward this effort. And we've had them before, a couple years ago. Now we want to start this back. Every gun we get out of the street, save a life. That's what we're about here today. Come out to the Omar Brown. We here by Babel Plaza. Come out and St. Croix by the Ag Fair field. Just come out, bring your gun in, get your money, go about your business. That's what we're trying to do. If that's what it takes to do to get some guns out of the street, that's what we want.
Yeah, just an important tidbit about the importance of getting guns off the street. One gun, remember, it's a rippling effect, right? When a gun hurts a person, we lose that person, and then that family of the person who's incarcerated, the family of the victim. So it's a ripple effect.
Yes.
And this is about 60 years of policing, and we can tell you the importance of getting these guns off the street. Once again, no questions asked. You come in, bring in a gun, we give you fair market value, and you're on your way.
And you see, I got into the Virgin Islands Police Department in 1987. I retired in 2013, so I spent 26 years. I've seen families destroyed, brothers killing brothers, family members killing each other. A gun is a dangerous weapon. A gun is, hey, we're allowed to own them, but let's do them the right way. Imagine 30 people lose their lives a year on average to firearm and gun violence. And imagine 10 years, and imagine more years after that. That's a lot of people from our territory who could have been doctors and lawyers and great people in this community. So hey, that's my quest to make that a reality going forward.
All right, that's Senator Dwayne DeGraff, that's Lieutenant Cannoneer, but the initiative is brought to you by Senator Dwayne DeGraff, the Virgin Islands Police Department, and Senator Franklin Johnson. So you got the both districts working together on that. DeGraff, Senator Dwayne DeGraff, and Senator Johnson. And how they went about it is they went to businesses and they asked for their support. They raised about $25,000, and that $25,000, the public is going to get it. You who come in at the Omar Brown Fire Station, at the at Fairgrounds, and the location in St. John is to be determined, and those dates that were specified in the ad, you're going to get market value for your firearm. And they are not restricting. It could be an assault rifle, it could be a handgun, it could be whatever. They're just asking, and the community, VIPD, is pleading for you to turn in your firearms, unwanted firearms, unlicensed firearms. Let's get the guns off the street. And the map that Senator DeGraff was trying to show, let's expand on that a little bit. What it is we say in a year, there are 30 murders, and that's sometimes 35, 45. Let's use 30. Over 10 years, that's 300 lives that were lost. I'm out of school this year, 25 years. And I could say in 25 years, I know there has been 30 murders per year. And, prayers to the families. There's nothing that could bring back your loved one. Our hearts and prayers with you. And even for those that on the opposite sides that's incarcerated, we wish it was otherwise. But you're talking a number like that. That's about 700 lives that were affected. Just those that were murdered. And then the number is higher for those that were incarcerated. I mean, when you add the numbers together, that's a lot of people we're losing in our community. So the problem is deeper than just the guns, the firearms. We got to get to the root cause of what's causing you to pick up the firearms or making you do these stuff. But let's take advantage of this opportunity. And the opportunity right there of turning in your firearms and getting some good cash. Imagine you turning a gun and you just had it around your house and you pick up a little $750, not a little $750, at $850, at $500. That's good money. You could put that to a bill. You could put that in a savings account. You could pay a little whopper. You know what I mean? Pay a cell phone bill. You could do a lot more. That's a car note. So that is critical and that's important, encouraging everyone to take advantage of it. So Monday, the governor hosted the press conference, the weekly press conference. He hosted it himself. And this week, he had two important announcements. One, St. Croix massive horse racing fans. And you know what's ironic? My friend, John Black in Tatola, he messaged me on Sunday. I said, Emmett, why you don't have horse racing? Monday, the governor made this announcement. So that was a little crazy. We used to get a video from Government House. We're going to play this here off of the Government House Facebook page just to share the information. But we're talking about the horse racing, and then the governor is going to expand on the opportunity to meet with the BVI premier, and them getting a chance for them to put this issue which we're making headlines to rest. So here's Governor Albert Bryan from the press conference.
Raising the flag, that BI flag, really high. Now for our main update. For nearly a decade, the people of St. Croix have been waiting for the redevelopment of the Randall Doc James racetrack. Since 2016, BIGL and the government entered into a contract to rebuild and operate this same racetrack. Since the beginning of this administration, in 2019, we have dedicated a significant effort to give this project every single chance to succeed. We made concessions, we adjusted agreements, and we provided the necessary support to help BIGL move forward. We did this because we know how important horse racing is to St. Croix, not just as a sport, but as a part of our culture and our economy. The people of St. Croix deserve a fully functioning racetrack, and we have remained committed to making that happen. Despite our efforts, though, this project has been unable to progress. After pursuing legal action, I'm happy to announce today that after pursuing legal action, we have reached an agreement that allows the government of the Virgin Islands to take back control of the Randall Doc James racetrack and determine the best path forward for its development. This is an important step. It gives us the ability to explore solutions that will bring horse racing back to the Big Island of St. Croix in a way that is sustainable and beneficial for our community. We are focused on identifying the right approach, whether that means working with new partners, leveraging resources, or taking other necessary steps to ensure progress. I want to thank the people of St. Croix for their patience and continued passion for this project. We will move forward responsibly and with the goal of restoring horse racing and creating new opportunities for economic growth. In the coming weeks, we will share more details on how we intend to proceed on this very important project. The commitment remains, and we are taking the necessary steps to deliver the results you deserve. As I near the end of our briefing this afternoon, I need to share another important update. For generations, the U.S. Virgin Islands and the British Virgin Islands have shared geography and an unbreakable bond rooted in history, culture, commerce, and most importantly, kinship. Our people are family. Our economies are intertwined, and our success has always been built on a spirit of cooperation and mutual respect. It is in this spirit that I will be meeting with Premier Natalia Whitley on Friday, March 7, 2025, to have an open and candid conversation about proposed increases on U.S. Virgin Islands-based charter yacht operations in the BVI and obtain an equitable resolution that builds our charter yacht industry, promotes these friendships, and creates economic wins for both territories. Let me be clear, my intent yesterday and today and always has been to find an amicable solution, one that is fair and equitable to both of our economic interests. I do not engage in diplomacy through headlines, but we have had this conversation over and over again with the BVI. Up to last year, we met, we decided that things would change. A year has gone by, no change. The BVI is seeking to build its industry, something we fully understand. However, when those efforts come at the detriment of the United States Virgin Islands industry, we must address them with respect, sensitivity, and above all, substance. This is not how families treat each other, nor is it equitable. As governor of these U.S. Virgin Islands, it is my responsibility to ensure that the interests of our people, our businesses are protected, and that the industries that sustain our economy are not unfairly burdened. At the same time, I remain steadfast in my commitment to working collaboratively with our neighbors to find a path forward that benefits both of our territories. The strength of our relationship has been tested before, and each time we have chosen cooperation over conflict. During the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, when the BVI needed critical assistance, we did not hesitate to stand up and advocate for them, because that is what true partners do. That is what family does. So as I prepare to sit down with Premier Whitley, I do so with the same commitment to partnership, the same respect for our shared interests, and the same resolve to ensure that the U.S. Virgin Islands and the Greater Virgin Islands on both sides of the water remain places of opportunity, prosperity, and fairness. I also want to take...
All right, that's Governor Albert Bryant. And exciting news for St. Croix. St. Croix Massive, listen, it's coming. We've been waiting for it for quite some time. That's the return of the horse racing in the St. Croix district. So that's coming our way. That's going to be good news. And it's been down too long. We know we shared some news of challenges on the St. Thomas track that were being worked on. We had some injuries from the past race. And if you haven't made it to the racetrack, we want to big up the organizers, the promoters, the government, because it's been a good line. It's been a good line. It's been exciting from Carnival. Then they had the St. John races. After the St. John races, I know we had one before the end of the year. So there are about 3 or 4 races. There's an issue. But St. Croix, so let's end that sentence. That's being worked on so that can be restored in the St. Thomas side, checking out the tracks and making sure the safety for not only the horses, but the jockeys and the investment that the horse owners are making. So St. Croix Massive, get ready. A lot more information is going to be coming up. The governor said during the State of the Territory and post, we had to follow up with him that there are funds available to fix the track. So since the track has been returned to the people of the Virgin Islands, now let's see the progress, let's say the timeline, and let's push forward in it. So I missed something. We were talking about the gun buyback program. Very important. And why the gun buyback program is important, the video went viral this past weekend of an incident, a shooting incident in the St. Croix district. I mean, it was really brazen. Like something from the Wild Wild West. The VIPD is asking for the community's support. We need the support of the community to come forward with information. Maybe you could recognize the vehicle that was used. Maybe you could recognize the person, because someone is literally hanging out of the window of a vehicle, and there's been more videos circulating showing the assailants from other angles. Listen, we pray and hope the last thing, or it never need to come to a gun violence situation. But this did occur, and we need the community to help because the VIPD can't do it by itself. No law enforcement could do it by itself. And there were people that were injured. There were about 3 of them that were taken to the 1F Louis Hospital for treatment. So far, we haven't heard of anyone passed away, and we pray no one did. However, gun buyback program, let's take advantage of it. But providing information to the police, that's critical so we can solve these crimes. We don't need no retaliatory incidents, and we could just live in peace, love, and unity. Before this incident, let's just big it up, man. Things were good. Things we were looking real good. We ain't had nothing in a little while. So we want to continue that trend. You know, St. Thomas Carnival coming up. Man, you weren't watching the videos on social media this week. Listen, Trinidad were looking good. Dominica was looking beautiful. And now we know St. Thomas Carnival is coming up. So we don't want no violence. We don't want no problems. So we want you to take advantage of the gun buyback program. And when there are incidents, as this one Sunday in St. Croix, imagine people could have been on the beach. People could have been just walking by, enjoying the Sunday. The weather was so good. Unfortunately, there was this incident. So look at the video. You've seen it already. Most likely, if you haven't seen it and you have some information, please share it with VIPD, okay? And in no way, shape, or form we glorifying violence. Some people get disturbed when they see a video as such or content as such. My opinion and my position, AllAhWeTV's position as well, is we do need to share it. We need to share it so we can realize and come to truth, face the fact that horrific acts are taking place in our community. And it's up to us, the community, to put on our foot and say we don't want that. We don't deserve that. We want a better quality of life. We want a better environment for not only ourselves, our friends, our family, our children, our grandparents. Imagine, and take a little 2 minutes and they say it's 7:13 right now. All year's night, you have grandparents sleeping on the floor. Why? Because they are frightened. When they hear them shots ring out, they're sleeping on the floor because bullets come through homes. This year, a bullet came through the home and struck a person in the head. That is crazy. That is unbelievable. And that's not the paradise we grew up in. That's not the paradise anybody want to live in, right? So this is our home. We have to put on our foot and we have to say no. Many of us know they are our friends, they are our family, they involve in stuff. Tell them, hey, listen, no time for that. Hold it down or leave. If you have problems with somebody and you can't, you know, it's 80 square miles, 82 square miles St. Croix, 32 square miles St. Thomas, 16 square miles, or about 20 square miles St. John. If I can't see, then somebody need to move. And if you want to risk your life, or maybe you can move away, get a trade, you can move away, start a brand new life, a successful life, away from it, where you're not hiding, you're running, you're ducking, or you're firing shots back and forth. We have to encourage our loved ones to walk away, avoid it, and to choose a whole different life altogether. But now when these incidents happen and we know something, you gotta say it, because a victim could have been your loved one. Those 3 people who were shot, there's somebody, son or daughter, somebody grandchild, somebody godchild, somebody friend. Imagine you getting the news on a Sunday, your best friend just getting to that. That's crazy, man. So we as a community, we have to listen. We have to say, we don't want that. They have no place for it. Take advantage of the gun buyback program. When you have information, share it with the VIPD. If you don't trust them, call Crime Stoppers, or there must be a trusted officer who you know. You might not trust some, but you're going to trust another set. Talk to the one that you trust, and let's bring an end to it. Well, this morning, listen, in good faith, Kyle is supported by EDA. I hope he gets here. But we are also in talks and working with EDA. So we have the hat right here on the table. You know when you have a favorite baseball team or basketball team, you put on the hat? Well, we got our EDA hat because it's all about economic development in our territory. It's all about finding out opportunities that can help yourself, your business, move forward our community. So, economic development, EDA has a big thing coming up. We're going to tell you about it when we come back from the break. And about 7:30, we should be welcoming our guy. He coming from Smith Bay. I get a man directions. The man say he know another way how to come here, right? I said, okay. You know, sometimes when we tell them to come to the West Bodo, Santa Maria, those people from the country, they get a little lost. So we're waiting to hear from him. Hopefully that ain't the case, because we're really excited to talk with him. But here's a commercial from the Virgin Islands Economic Development Authority. You're going to be seeing a lot of them and hearing a lot of them here on AllAhWeTV. They have a huge event that's coming up, and we're going to be talking with the different divisions because it's all about us, the public, the business community, the citizen, taking advantage of these opportunities that's available for you.
Where the American Caribbean meets opportunity. With direct access to the global marketplace, discover a business environment designed to help you succeed.
Good ideas can be realized here.
We have wraparound services. We offer tax incentives. We offer access to capital. Companies that relocate here can get customer care second to none here from the Economic Development Authority.
We located in the Virgin Islands because of easy access of shipping and freight and cargo.
I welcome you to come to the Virgin Islands. Do business with us, expand, start. We're happy to have you. And while you're here, enjoy our lovely sunsets.
To explore a new horizon for your business, please visit our website at www.usvieda.org.
UVI's annual Friendraiser, Afternoon on the Green, is back on Sunday, March 16th from noon to 5 p.m. on UVI's Harmony Moore Golf Course on St. Thomas. Savor mouth-watering dishes and your favorite native drinks. There's fun for everyone with music by Climax Band and the Artists in Residence Jazz Collective. Plus face painting, bounce houses, and games for the kids. Grab a lawn chair and head to the green. Visit aog.uvi.edu.
Eustace Grant Jr., also known as the Don Deal. I was diagnosed with stage 2 prostate cancer on August 31st, 2017. That moment changed my life. The hardest part of the experience was the thought of not being here to see my children and grandchild grow. Luckily, my family and support team were real. They had food sales to show their support. My prayer warriors and doctors were phenomenal. Do I encourage men to get screened for prostate cancer? The answer is an absolute yes. If you're an African American male with a family history of prostate cancer, you should begin screening at age 40. If you are unsure about screening, talk to your doctor to decide if screening is right for you. Testing is easy. Early detection saves lives. I am a living testament. And that's a done deal. African American men are at an increased risk of getting and dying from prostate cancer more than any other race. Talk to your doctor to find out if prostate cancer screening is right for you. This message was brought to you by the Department of Health, Division of Chronic Disease and Prevention.
The first step in securing your business or home is erecting a fence so the non-invited can keep out and the invited can be guided in. Now, a solid, beautiful exterior structure not only enhances the appearance, but also increases the value of your home or commercial property. Meet Bender and Associates. They are the experts in aluminum and stainless steel, including their manufacture and repair. Their work include gates, automatic and manual, stairs, security bars, wheelchair ramps. Hey, once you dream it and it involves steel, aluminum, or any metal structure, Bender and Associates can build or repair it. And for those who love the metals with beautiful designs, Bender and Associates can do that also. Time to get started by calling 340-244-0861. Oh yes, Bender and Associates service the entire Virgin Islands. Bender and Associates, beautifying your property while securing your peace of mind.
My life is all about movement, my boy. Moving my ideas to the board with the fastest fiber. Staying connected on the road with reliable 5G and on the go with nationwide coverage. No matter how I move, Avalanche! Via creates a symphony of connectivity, so I could bring down a cascade of sound. From the VI shores to the global stage, it's one VI to the wall with DJ Avalanche and Via.
Man them, let's redefine getting ready. Today ain't just about stepping out, we stepping up. Starting with the essentials, the Levi Fisher bundle isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. Hydrating and grooming that bed perfectly. Next, let's not forget the skin. With Naked Luxury's Fairline Men, we taking premium care that leaves your skin irresistible. Why? Because self-care ain't just a luxury, it's a necessity. So before you head out, remember looking good is more than just clothes, it's about bringing out your natural charm. You think your woman and want to see you rough all the time? Don't forget, look good all the time, take care of yourself.
That's right, man. Self-care, self-love. The woman them don't want to see you rough all the time, just like the ad say. Check out Miss Naturalista. They got the products, they got the butters, they got the oils. They have things for every member of your family, that including children, adults, women, and men. So you think it's not only about natural hair. They have oils, they got the right stuff, regardless of the texture or style of your hair. They can get it for you because 100% natural. So men, women, children, they got you. They even got stuff for your furry friends. You know, the members of your family who can't talk but go back. Go check out Miss Naturalista right there. Located in Yahaven, Grand and St. Thomas, and also on St. Croix. They're located right across the street from the market in front of Jane's Bridal. I call it the center of the island. Most of the cruise ship that say west. Well, I got to follow their lead. Listen, I want to say good morning to Bender and Associates. You saw the ad. If you need a security gate, a bar, a railing, you need anything that involves metal, aluminum, steel, Bender and Associates can do it for you. The best thing to do to keep on inviting people out is to secure that thing. So whether it's a business, it's a home, whatever you need done, Bender and Associates can do it for you. It's Wednesday, March 5th, and what we have right here today in the United States Virgin Islands on the cruise ship side, we have...
Moving her waist like you got island that. I could tell how she dancing, she got island girl.
The Celebrity Accent and the Disney Treasure. So the Symphony of the Seas is Crown Bay, Norwegian Encore is Waiko, Celebrity Accent is Crown Bay, and the Disney Treasure is Waiko. Thursday, the Wonder of the Seas is at the Crown Bay, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Friday, no ships. And then Saturday, there's the Norwegian... Oh, look what's in the way. The Norwegian Viva is at Waiko at 8 a.m. So, listen, if you don't need to be in town, if you don't have no patience, please don't drive through town. Give the visitors their time. If you're on the beach, put on your friendly smile, your friendly face. And most important, if you're selling, I hope you sell out everything. We bring some money into the economy right here in the Virgin Islands. So we started the show and we told you all about Smith's Ferry Service new boat. They have a new ferry. The launch is called iLegend in tribute to the founder of Smith's Ferry Service. So we got a walkthrough of the ferry. We're excited to show it to you. But before I show you the ferry, listen, you know at the top of the ending of the month was AgriFest St. Croix. We have a 30-second highlight video just showing the beauty of AgriFest. You know, it's a wonderful event. So let's show that to you real fast. And then we're going to go to the Smith's Ferry, new ferry, available here in the Virgin Islands. You know what's crazy? The pan man that featured in that video, the pan man and the bass man plays in a band. But the pan man, I never knew he could have played pan, you know. He is a model, and man, you can see him at most events in St. Croix, just a great soul of an individual. So big ups to him, pan man there, and everyone that came out to AgriFest. That's the last time we were here, right? But we've been a little busy after that, and you know, it had big show. It had so many things going on. And talking about big show, when we come from Smith's Ferry, Bob Marley's son, Kimani Marley, is coming to the Virgin Islands. You want to be there in the place at UVI Sports and Fitness Center. It's all about the charter weekend. You have afternoon and green on the Sunday, but let's take it back. The Friday is the concert. Kimani Marley, Dub Lab, Lodges, and the Switch Band. And you were there, UB40, Rycold Center. They presenting this concert. It's a passport edition. It's going to be wonderful. Then it's all about the charter weekend. So they have afternoon luncheon. They got pickball event with the new president. She's going to be installed, but that's on Monday. So Sunday now is UVI's big fundraiser, afternoon on the green. You know, that's the AgriFest. And I look at, when you see afternoon on the green, that means carnival coming. But afternoon on the green, the ladies put on the sundresses, the nice outfits. Man, them come out in a nice shirt. It's a nice, ain't a dress up form, or it's a dress up look nice event. And you get to sample all these cuisines, everything donated to the university for fundraising to take place. There's bounce houses for the children. What else they have? There's music. You saw there's going to be Climax Band and another band. Man, there's vendors. When I say vendors, they're companies that come to connect with you, the community. So it's a wonderful event. You have the fraternity that's there grilling. You know, those guys, you get Chama, you get, if I start calling him Champi them, that group, the Qs. I think it's the Qs. The Qs is who that be there? Yeah. It's them that be there on the grill. And then you get the bugs. The bug parade. So it's a beautiful event, afternoon on the green. But when you see afternoon on the green, I want you to think about Kimani Marley concert on the Friday. So we liming all weekend. And on the Monday, the UVI new president, she is going to be taking her official oath of office, and it's going to be good things coming up. Here's the Smith's Ferry iLegend boat. The iLegend boat is the newest addition to the Smith's Ferry fleet. Director of Operation Ricky Baines gives us a tour and introduces us to, right now, the second, I don't want to call it pride of the fleet, because if you know Smith's Ferry, they love the Bomba Charger. But the iLegend is a new, beautiful addition.
You're about to be. All right, guys, welcome aboard the motor vessel iLegend, one of the newest boats of Smith's Ferry Services. We now have 2 boats in our fleet, and this is a brand new boat that was built in Australia. It's a 149 passenger vessel. I am one of the captains, Captain Baines, Ricky Baines, and I'm just going to give you a tour of this vessel right now, okay?
All aboard, everybody all aboard. 60 years they carry the load. Showtime coming down the road. Oh, let's
go. About Smith's Ferry Services. Smith's Ferry was established in 1986 by my grandfather, and we've been doing business for, how many years is that now? 30, whatever, 30, you know, in 1986. You do your calculation, all right? This vessel was built, like I said again, Australia, 149 passengers. We built it for the US and BVI route, and also Anegada. The boat can go anywhere that you want it to go as well. We can do routes to St. Croix, even St. Martin if you want to get fishy. All right, this is the main cabin area. We fit about 118 passengers here in this area right now. We do have a bar in this area as well. Restrooms are to the back of the boat, and we do have a sun deck, which I'm going to show you in a moment. We have TVs as well for guests. You can also advertise on these TVs. They have different movies that we play. We play different movies on each TV. They also can play it simultaneously at one time. All right, we're now on the sun deck. This sun deck actually fits a total of 46 passengers. Just to alliterate what this vessel is to Smith's Ferry, it's named iLegend. It was actually dedicated to my grandfather, Ira Leopold Smith. He was a captain that pioneered Smith's Ferry in 1986, okay? So just to also let the audience know that this vessel is available for any sorts of type of charter, water sports, snorkeling tours. We have the ramp on the back to let passengers into the water. So this is a very versatile ferry, you know, so just take another trip with us while we go and visit the pilot house. All right, we're now inside the pilot house, so I'm gonna go through a little bit of the features of this vessel. All right, so this vessel was built with the state-of-the-art ride control. We have hump freeze, which makes the boat ride a little bit stable. All right, we do have 2 big screen GPS displays. We have manned engines, and we do have 2 generators. It's one-of-a-kind vessel. I think there's only one vessel in the Caribbean that's built like this. So it's a nice vessel. The vessel is about 76 feet long.
Are you ready? Swing the ladies, them on the floor. Party start, party.
Well, thank you for being on board, and I hope to see each and every one of you on board iLegend. And just a keynote to keep on remembering, life is a journey, travel well, and join a legacy with Smith's Ferry Services.
Hold the light, something rubbing me down there. Mommy, hold the light, something rubbing me down there. And it hard, hard, hard. Something rubbing me down there. And it bad, bad, bad. Something rubbing me down there. Mommy, hold the light, something choking me down there. Mommy, hold the light, something choking me down there. And it hard, hard, hard. And it choking me down there. And it bad, bad, bad. And it choking me down there. Mommy, hold the light, something choking me down there. Mommy, hold the light, something choking me down there. And it hard, hard, hard. And it choking me down there. And it bad.
That is Smith's Ferry's newest addition to the fleet. That was Director of Operation Ricky Baines. Want to thank him for the time, thank his family. You saw them there. You got the 2 sons, 2 captains, marketing. The girls are actually 2 twins, so I had to confuse the names. And you got the mom, Marjorie Smith. Captain Marjorie Smith. All of them are captains, so gotta greet them with respect. And congratulations to them. You know, we may have our favorite carriers, which each one of us probably do. Shout out to all the carriers, but there are 4 now. So you got Native Sun, Smith's Ferry, Rotong Fast Ferry, and you get Aquatic Boat Services. I'm hearing Aquatic may have a new boat as well. But, you know, it's just good to support all the businesses and take a trip. You know, you might step off of your favorite one to just ride Smith Ferry and experience the new boat. Might step off of your favorite one to ride Aquatic and see their new boat. But shout out to Smith Ferry making that that investment in the community and their company. I'm sorry. Obviously, you can see right there. And why important Friday's discussion with the governor and the premier is important. We got to deal with that at one time. The BVI and the USVI, we are one. We're one family. My family from Langlook, Eastern. So our bloodline up there. And you know they say the whole estate Thomas is what? Tatola. So we got to work that day out. You know, we put these smart people in position or who's supposed to be smart so that they can figure out things and they could come to a solution. Just sit down on the table and make something work, a win-win. And we trust show because when it's time for horse race, we want BVI to come down here. For our carnival, we need them here. We need them there. And when it's their events, talking about events, you know, they got the big world boss coming up. We St. Croix going over. I think they're using that boat, iLegend. So that's going to be a comfortable ride over. So you got that concert coming up. Of course, you got the poker runs. We got poker runs in the USVI. So it's an imaginary line, that border. So we don't need no problems. Anyway, keeping the show here going this morning, Kyle message. He said he's on his way. If you're just tuning in at 7:35 in the morning, it's the Rise Up Morning Show. We give you community updates, we give you news, and we have interviews and features. That was one of our features right there of Smith's Ferry Service. No ferry. It's called the iLegend boat. And if you have your product, your business, your service, you want to share it with the world, give us a call at AllAhWeTV. 340-228-1199. We would love to come and show it and feature your product, your business, your service. And we also do lives. So if you saw when we did the party shop with Lisa Donovan, we're going to punch in with her and see how things going. But we can come to the business, do a walkthrough live, check it on out, and that's what it's all about. So coming from the iLegend boat, let's bring this here back on track. What we have. I am just all over the place this morning. But just happy to be back in the seat, enjoying it. The weekend is coming up. You got the VI World Gala coming up. You got the Jazz in the Park event coming up. My brother Country have an event. He have an event. He ain't share it with me yet, but I know by today he's going to share it and he's going to say, hey, bro, put it up for me and make sure you share it to AllAhWeTV. We could do that because we're brothers. But today, this is exciting news. The VI Department of Education announces, I told you about it earlier, that the male basketball teams, the male varsity basketball teams are going to be traveling to Florida to represent the VI. So that is good news. So the Virgin Islands Department of Education is proud to announce that its varsity male basketball teams are set to showcase their talent at the 3rd Annual Spring Varsity Showcase Tournament, scheduled for March 7th through the 9th in Longwood, Florida, hosted by TK Sports Club, Inc. This highly anticipated tournament will feature the participation of all 4 public high school teams right here from the USVI. That's the defending champions, Ivana Eudora Ken High School, CAHS, Charlotte Amalie High School, I said Ivana Eudora Ken, but Educational Complex, also the Central High Schools. These teams are departing to Florida today, Wednesday, March 5th, and they're eager to compete against the strong national opponents. The tournament will be held at the Milwee Middle School, located at 1341 South Ronald Reagan Boulevard, Longwood, Florida. So if you have a Massive and a crew update, VI Massive, you're watching AllAhWeTV, go out with your VI flags. And we want you to represent and show them that we here. Just like our vibe that says, show them that we here, show them that we here. Put your 2 hands in the air. We want you to go and represent for our youth athletes. If you can see this right here, this is going to be the play-out schedule. Friday, game 1 is at 6 p.m. Complex High School versus a team from the SIPA. Then the CAHS versus SOCA. So look at that, they have a team named SOCA. Game 3, 8 p.m. is going to be Central High School versus SIPA 2, Florida. And Ivana Eudora Ken High School versus BCAT of Florida. Now, Saturday, the games continue, and Sunday will be the championship games. So this is the 3rd Annual Spring Varsity Showcase Tournament schedule. We want to support our athletes and definitely big them up. They are going, and you know what's a good thing about this, and it's in the press release, is the student athletes being able to travel to these type of events. They get to attract Division II, Division I, Division III athletic programs, giving them great exposure for opportunities for colleges, scholarships, and so much more. So definitely come out and support. Beyond the high energy basketball action, the tournament will feature performances by the Caribbean Ritual Dance Group, the Fet Masters Majorettes, and a celebrity basketball game. So that's going to be big things they happening right there. You want to check it out. And, this week I saw Jeff and the mom of, J. Roberts' son. He was making national news. So before you get to become the J. Roberts, the Aaliyah Boston, and the list goes on, the Jerome Gums, the Jabari, the list goes on. We have to support them while they're ascending to the top, while they're climbing to the top. All right? Because that's the whole thing about support. Events as this, that travel program, it gives them the exposure, man. We have a part of the musical department. And in the CHS Band Boosters, shout out to Miss Francis, Miss Garfield, Mr. Carlwood. The list goes on, the instructors. We got to go to London. I know others got to play for the presidential inauguration. Our marching bands from the high schools did inaugurations, did so much music festivals. So the basketball events, these type of travel things, gives our students great exposure. That's what I'm saying. Great exposure for our students. So, when you see them fundraising, go and give us support. When you see them going out and they're coming back home, like the volleyball team we featured last week, came home with some wins, you got to big them up. Big them up. They had the cheerleaders in St. Croix, came home with the big wins, and we were there, big them up. And also shout out to the National Guard, the team that came home, man. Big ups to y'all as well. Once you make it home safely, we are loving it. So get ready now for music in our, March is all about Music Education Month. So get ready for Music is Me, Music Education Month by VIDE, Division of Music Education and Programs. All month long, they're going to be celebrating the magical music and the incredible talent within our schools and our community. So before there was Sasso with Carnage, before there was Pressure Boss Pipe, Nayora, them man were chanting in schools, sometimes making nice, but they were in schools. So these musical programs, these talent shows, you want to support them, encourage them, and definitely show your love. And go out to get some good entertainment as well. So the first Wellness Wednesday session will take place at Zanzibar, West Zanzibar. Let's see the flyer. That's a Wellness Wednesday. It's going to feature the Elijah Bradwick Project from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's Wednesday, March 5th. That's today, West Zanzibar. And if you never been to West Zanzibar, let me tell you, their drink prices definitely will have you coming back. Zanzibar. Tuesday night, is the night with It Is What It Is. Friday night is the night with Danny and Sabotage, the guys down there. But let me tell you something. Even if you need to make, what you call it, when you're starting your night off, you might want to stop by Zanzibar and get your first one or two because they'll help you save on your pocket. So tonight, in support of the Music in Our Schools Month, there's a big event featuring Elijah Bradwick Project, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Don't do like me. Don't do like a lot of us show up 7:45 and see the band need to do another number. Show up at 6 p.m., get your 2 hours of music, get some good drinks, because Thursday is a work day, and we don't need to be going work late. So now, in celebration of International Women's Day and Women's History Month, here is an exciting event. What event is it? This is hosted each year by former Senator, but we always say Senator, Donna Fred Gregory. So, the keynote is going to be Dr. Sophia George. That's the new UVI president. And this is the 4th annual celebration. And it's featuring so many women. So many women are going to be recognized. Spotlight are going to be placed on them. Now, the 2025 Trailblazers, these are them. Then you have the inspirational leaders, those 4 on the top. And then you have the 2025 women in the spotlight. And they got everyone from Jamila Russell, Jessica White. You got Lorraine Benjamin Matthew, that's owner Just Right Trucking. Aisha Clendenin, Jerry Estrell, you know she got the ATV excursion. Shauna George, my cousin Anik Harrigan, Dr. Michelle Martin Dow. She doing big things with youths and psychological. Ananta Pacman, you got Marjorie Smith, Dr. Kendra Rhodes, Shaniqua Robinson. Listen, man, this is going to be good. It's going to be good. And it's hosted where? It's hosted on the Waterfront Promenade. That's the new section right there. And it's by the DFG Community Impact Foundation. This is the 4th annual one. You want to come out and support 5:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. in recognition of Women's Day and Women's History Month celebration. It's called Accelerate Action. And all those ladies that you see featured there, trailblazers, movers and shakers, and they do the thing. So want to let you know what's taking place in our community so that your face can be in the place. So listen, this what else is taking place here in your community calendar. The demolition of the former Island Beachcomber Hotel, that is in progress. They say they have the site contained, so debris shouldn't be coming out. And you don't want to come out at all because why? The beach is right there. But that has been closed for quite some time, and the demolition is underway. That been vacant since 2018. It suffered damage in the hurricanes, then damage from fires. There are squatters that were living there, and it's a safety hazard. So that's going to be broken down, and the process started on Monday, and is scheduled to take about 45 days. Demolition is 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And you're asked to exercise caution in the area. That means try and avoid it. So it's a public notice, and that's happening on the Limber Bay Beach. However, when that is done, I'm not sure what's going to take place. We're going to find out and keep informed with the Virgin Islands Port Authority, and we're going to know what's taking place. Well, listen, let's go through some quick announcement because Kyle said he's running late, but he's going to be here. Listen, I have my hat. Where's my hat? Where's my hat? This is the hat. Economic Development Authority. They're one of our new, and we're going to be welcoming them aboard AllAhWeTV and the Rise Up Morning Show. But they have an open house. This open house is said EZC Open House. Transform your property, empower your community. Explore how to revitalize your property, grow your business, and strengthen your community. The date is Thursday, March 13, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., Levels 1, Christian Set, St. Croix. You're going to learn how to revitalize properties in the enterprise zones, access finances, tax incentives, and technical assistance to grow your business, and join community development initiatives. So that's the other flyer. This is bigger. You want to get involved. Thursday, March 13th, Levels, Christian Stead. Listen. You're thinking about opening a business. You have a business. What's the one thing you need? We need capital. You need working cash. You need cash flow. So the the EDA, they have assistance for us. Many times we think that it's just for companies from away. We hear of their tax incentives, and we exclude ourselves before we even apply. We can't do that. You have to apply. And EDA serves as when the banks tell you no and your business plan is solid and tight, EDA will make it happen for you. They have a number of financing options, and you need to take advantage of it. So listen, I see Kyle calling me. I'm going to run the EDA ad right now. And Kyle, hold on, brother. Hold on. Coming to you. You think you're there? Welcome inside is a peach house with a gray car in the front, right?
I see a bunch of cars. I see the Nissan.
Yes. That's it right. They come right inside, brother. These country people just don't know how to navigate when they come to the north or the west. You know? But he's still our brother. Come in, come in. All right, so listen, let me run some commercial. We're going to be right back. It's about the VI Wealth Gala. But listen, we're talking about EDA and we're talking about the opportunities that's available for us. Visit EDA website. Once you go on their website, you're going to learn more about the programs. I'm going to the website to myself because I'm going to apply. We cannot exclude ourselves and then say people are holding us back. We're actually holding back ourselves. There are programs, there are funding options available for each and every one of us, so we need to take advantage of it. So do not shoot yourself in the foot by saying you're not going to apply. We need you to apply, and we need to apply for ourselves. All right? We're going to take a commercial break, and we're going to be right back. And by the time we come back, hopefully Mr. Gentleman is in the seat. All right? We're right here at AllAhWeTV. It's the Rise Up Morning Show.
I am Eustace Grant Jr., also known as the Don Lee. I was diagnosed with stage 2 prostate cancer on August 31st, 2017. That moment changed my life. The hardest part of the experience was the thought of not being here to see my children and grandchild grow. Luckily, my family and support team were real. They had food sales to show their support. My prayer warriors and doctors were phenomenal. Do I encourage men to get screened for prostate cancer? The answer is an absolute yes. If you're an African-American male with a family history of prostate cancer, you should begin screening at age 40. If you are unsure about screening, talk to your doctor to decide if screening is right for you. Testing is easy. Early detection saves lives. I am a living testament, and that's a done deal. African-American men are at an increased risk of getting and dying from prostate cancer more than any other race. Talk to your doctor to find out if prostate cancer screening is right for you. This message was brought to you by the Department of Health, Division of Chronic Disease and Prevention.
The first step in securing your business or home is erecting a fence so the non-invited can keep out and the invited can be guided in. Now, a solid, beautiful exterior structure not only enhances the appearance, but also increases the value of your home or commercial property. Meet Bender & Associates. They are the experts in aluminum and stainless steel, including their manufacture and repair. Their work include gates, automatic and manual, stairs, security bars, wheelchair ramps. Hey, once you dream it and it involves steel, aluminum, or any metal structure, Bender & Associates can build or repair it. And for those who love the metals with beautiful designs, Bender & Associates can do that also. Time to get started by calling 340-244-0861. Oh yes, Bender & Associates service the entire Virgin Islands. Bender & Associates, beautifying your property while securing your peace of mind.
My life is all about movement, my boy. Moving my ideas to the board with the fastest fiber. Staying connected on the road with reliable 5G and on the go with nationwide coverage. No matter how I move, Via creates a symphony of connectivity so I could bring down a cascade of sounds. From the VI shores to the global stage, it's one VI to the wall with DJ Avalanche and Via.
Man them, let's redefine getting ready. Today ain't just about stepping out, we stepping up. Starting with the essentials, the Levi Fisher bundle isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. Hydrating and grooming that bed perfectly. Next, let's not forget the skin. With Naked Luxury's Fairline Men, we taking premium care that leaves your skin irresistible. Why? Because self-care ain't just a luxury, it's a necessity. So before you head out, remember looking good is more than just clothes. It's about bringing out your natural charm. You think your woman and want to see you rough all the time? Don't forget, look good all the time. Take care of yourself.
I am Eustace Grant Jr., also known as the Don Lee. I was diagnosed with stage 2 prostate cancer on August 31st, 2017. That moment changed my life. The hardest part of the experience was the thought of not being here to see my children and grandchild grow. Luckily, my family and support team were real. They held food sales to show their support. My prayer warriors and doctors were phenomenal. Do I encourage men to get screened for prostate cancer? The answer is an absolute yes. If you're an African American male with a family history of prostate cancer, you should begin screening at age 40. If you are unsure about screening, talk to your doctor to decide if screening is right for you. Testing is easy. Early detection saves lives. I am a living testament, and that's a done deal. African American men are at an increased risk of getting and dying from prostate cancer more than any other race. Talk to your doctor to find out if prostate cancer screening is right for you. This message was brought to you by the Department of Health, Division of Chronic Disease and Prevention.
The first step in securing your business or home is erecting a fence so the non-invited can keep out and the invited can be guided in. Now, a solid, beautiful exterior structure not only enhances the appearance, but also increases the value of your home or commercial property. Meet Bender & Associates. They are the experts in aluminum and stainless steel, including their manufacture and repair. Their work include gates, automatic and manual, stairs, security bars, wheelchair ramps. Hey, once you dream it and it involves steel, aluminum, or any metal structure, Bender & Associates can build or repair it. And for those who love the metals with beautiful designs, Bender & Associates can do that also. Time to get started by calling 340-244-0861. Oh yes, Bender & Associates service the entire Virgin Islands. Bender & Associates, beautifying your property while securing your peace of mind.
My life is all about movement, my boy. Moving my ideas to the board with the fastest fiber. Staying connected on the road with reliable 5G and on the go with nationwide coverage. No matter how I move, Via creates a symphony of connectivity so I could bring down a cascade of sound. From the VI shores to the global stage, it's one VI to the wall with DJ Avalanche and Via.
Man them, let's redefine getting ready. Today ain't just about stepping out, we stepping up. Starting with the essentials, the Levi Fisher bundle isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. Hydrating and grooming that bed perfectly. Next, let's not forget the skin. With Naked Luxury's Fairline Men, we taking premium care that leaves your skin irresistible. Why? Because self-care ain't just a luxury, it's a necessity. So before you head out, remember looking good is more than just clothes, it's about bringing out your natural charm. You think your woman and want to see you rough all the time? Don't forget, look good all the time. Take care of yourself.
West Virgin Islands, where the American Caribbean meets opportunity. Discover a business environment designed to help you succeed.
Good ideas can be realized here.
We have wraparound services. We offer tax incentives. We offer access to capital. Our team is ready to support your success. With strategic advantages and an exceptional quality of life, the U.S. Virgin Islands is the ideal destination for your business expansion.
Please visit our website at www.usvieda.org.
Welcome to the U.S. Virgin Islands, where the American Caribbean meets opportunity. Discover a business environment designed to help you succeed.
Good ideas can be realized here.
We have wraparound services. We offer tax incentives. We offer access to capital. Our team is ready to support your success. With strategic advantages and an exceptional quality of life, the U.S. Virgin Islands is the ideal destination for your business expansion.
Please visit our website at www.usvieda.org.
Thomas, the most powerful wealth building event in the Virgin Islands, is the second annual VI Wealth Building Gala, where knowledge meets opportunity and generational wealth is built. This is an evening of financial empowerment, high-level networking, and exclusive insight into wealth building strategy at the stunning Harbor 360 at Yacht Haven Grand. Enjoy fine dining and complimentary champagne as professionals cover essential topics and wealth building strategy from local and off-island real estate investing, stocks and bonds, personal and business credit, life insurance, estate planning, and generational wealth. This year, don't miss an exclusive money conversation with Grammy Award-winning songwriter Teron Thomas. A deep dive into his journey from humble beginning to global success. Doors open at 3 p.m. Show starts at 4 p.m. sharp. Tickets are available right now at wealthbuildinggala.com. The second annual VI Wealth Building Gala, where legacies are built. Saturday, March 8, 2025.
Oh, one. Here we go. All right, Massive and crew, we are back. We are back. And the man finally make it, you know. The man finally make it.
Let me tell her something. I meant instructions say Kyle come to a peach house with a black roof. I outside. This is a yellow house with a red roof. My boy, how much people you sending them instructions to? You need to update them instructions. I wasn't coming inside. I said, look, I go walk in somebody's house and the naked wife go call the police. Like, okay, nah.
You guys say, I am Mr. Credit. I come to fix your credit. That's what you guys say.
The law ain't trying to hear that. Trespassing law,
I am Mr. Credit. I
It.
come to fix your credit.
They want to hear that. They try to hear that.
Ah, man. Welcome.
Give thanks, brother. Give thanks.
And if you don't know, it's all about this weekend. It's about the VI Wealth Building Gala. Is the second annual. And listen, if you didn't see it, listen, the commercial is playing. Yep. This is the man right here. This is the Mr. Credit. Fix my credit. I need a car. I need a house. He gonna make it happen for you. I gonna run this ad one more time, and then we going live with this interview. We talking everything. We talking credit. We talking dog. We talking what else we gonna talk about?
Real
estate.
Consulting.
We talking credit, and
talking
you are
finances.
a Army veteran.
Yeah,
so much respect to you
thanks,
too.
brother.
So thank you for being here. You see when the sun hit the house at a certain time, the color that changed. But I tell you, a black roof.
When the sun hit the house, or when the liquor hit your mouth. Okay, you must be right there when you were drunk. I want to know what peach house. I mean, like, this house yellow and the roof red. The man give me instructions for a peach house with a black roof.
How the roof red, Kai? You know what happened? You got your big Gucci shades that you usually get. Where buy your good dark house, man?
And did a black out the sun good. So that thing where you're talking about how the sun was hitting it, these are black it out so good so I could really tell the colors.
Listen, we're going to run this ad. We're going to be right back. It's all about the VI Wealth Gala. Stay tuned.
Powerful wealth building event in the Virgin Islands is the second annual VI Wealth Building Gala, where knowledge meets opportunity and generational wealth is built. This is an evening of financial empowerment, high-level networking, and exclusive insight into wealth building strategy at the stunning Harbor 360 at Yacht Haven Grand. Enjoy fine dining and complimentary champagne as professionals cover essential topics and wealth building strategy from local and off-island real estate investing, stocks and bonds, personal and business credit, life insurance, estate planning, and generational wealth. This year, don't miss an exclusive money conversation with Grammy Award-winning songwriter Teron Thomas. A deep dive into his journey from humble beginning to global success. Doors open at 3 p.m. Show starts at 4 p.m. sharp. Tickets are available right now at wealthbuildinggala.com. The second annual VI Wealth Building Gala, where legacies are built. Saturday, March 8, 2025.
Welcome to the U.S. Virgin Islands, where the American Caribbean meets opportunity. With direct access to the global marketplace, discover a business environment designed to help you succeed.
Good ideas can be realized here.
We have wraparound services. We offer tax incentives. We offer access to capital. Companies that relocate here can get customer care second to none here from the Economic Development Authority.
We located in the Virgin Islands because of easy access of shipping and freight and cargo.
I welcome you to come to the Virgin Islands. Do business with us, expand, start. We're happy to have you. And while you're here, enjoy our lovely sunsets.
to explore a new horizon for your business? Please visit our
Thomas,
website.
the most powerful wealth building event in the Virgin Islands is the second annual VI Wealth Building Gala, where knowledge meets opportunity and generational wealth is built. This is an evening of financial empowerment, high-level networking, and exclusive insight into wealth building strategies at the stunning Harbor 360 at Yacht Haven Grand. Enjoy fine dining and complimentary champagne as professionals cover essential topics and wealth building strategies from local and off-island real estate investing, stocks and bonds, personal and business credit, life insurance, estate planning, and generational wealth. This year, don't miss an exclusive money conversation with Grammy award-winning songwriter Teron Thomas. A deep dive into his journey from humble beginning to global success. Doors open at 3 p.m. Show starts at 4 p.m. sharp. Tickets are available right now at wealthbuildinggala.com. The second annual VI Wealth Building Gala, where legacies are built. Saturday, March 8, 2025.
All right, so we are back. The Mr. Credit, Fix My Credit, Everything Credit is in the building. Welcome, welcome. And I started and I put on my EDA hat.
Okay.
They are partner this year?
Yeah, EDA show me a lot of love, man. EDA, our vision aligned, our visions aligned. So, so they have other engagements, but they're still supposed to show up, drop their pamphlets and stuff. But they are always involved in the
Awesome,
gala.
awesome. So, Kyle, there's a lot, as we started the resume, there's a lot with you. And, we got to start just by saying thank you for hosting this event.
Appreciate it.
And all that you do in the community. I think when you finished deployment, you all came back and we saw Dollar and a Dream.
It's all type of thing, brother.
You saw Dollar and a Dream. You were hosting events, promoting VI artists, and just investing in the community. And it's been from there, continuation. And you made a real big step here in just jumping into the financial literacy. So let's start with the VI Wealth Gala. What is the vision, mission, and the goals of this event?
Vision, mission, and goals. So, bro, honestly, quick, we're going to jump straight forward. You mentioned Dollar and a Dream. Before Dollar and a Dream, I had a store in St. Croix called Divas Unlimited. If you know that store that were right next to Peter's
Wait, let's stop. Where you from, Kyle?
I'm from St. Thomas.
You from St. Thomas?
But I breed a Crucian.
Oh.
And she didn't want to come to St. Thomas.
Well,
So
you
I
had
to
a
go
child or children with a Crucian. We ain't breed, They're going to
My
say...
father used to say, she's a cow, but you breed her. Sorry, I had a kid with a
child.
My child's mom is from St. Croix, okay? So...
The water sweeter over there. Make sure you're from St. Croix too.
I ain't getting into that with you. Shout out my St. Thomas ladies. I love you to that. Okay.
So,
but nonetheless, I had a store over there. That's what happened. That's when I come back from. Well, after I left overseas, that was my first investment. Right.
Okay.
Clothing store, woman clothes. I used to listen to her complain about she can't find a dress, she can't find an outfit when we try and go out. Ain't have no place in St. Croix. So we always had to be traveling, and when we travel, she going crazy in the miles. So I was like, man, that's a problem that needs solving.
Okay.
So that was my first investment.
What was the name of that store?
Divas Unlimited. They were
Where
right
was it?
in Peter's Rest, right where Sprint, T-Mobile now, with Subway used to be, right?
Okay.
Is in a small little thing. It was Subway before I went in. I spent a heap of money to gut it, and too much money. Anyways, spent a lot of money gutting it from a Subway to a store, right? Anyways, long story short. So there was a lot of how I end up to this place is a lot of started investments, failed investments, and all those L's are lessons. I don't call them losses. They're lessons because those are some of the stuff that I learned from them experiences. You can't pay for somebody to teach you. So long story short. All those things between that, the Dollar and a Dreams, the everything, the lead right up to where we at right now. And I realized nobody was teaching me these things. I was going out and trying and failing, trying and succeeding, trying and winning. I win, oh, that was dope, that worked. Let me do it on a bigger scale as opposed to stopping where you were at, reassessing what it is you're doing, and taking into consideration the market at the time, the market temperature, and figuring out if now is the time to go bigger or scale back. So them is things I wasn't taught. So long story short, I got to this place where I'm at now, where I feel like I'm a lot more well versed in these things when it comes to financial literacy, entrepreneurship, all them things, especially credit. credit is the golden ticket to generational wealth, and I don't think people understand that. So it's like I've been screaming it for a long time, and now we to the place where it's like I put an event together so people could come and really gather in a space, and we ain't get much spaces like this. It's either we in a jam or we in a this or we in a that. How much? What other reason we have to put on a suit in the USVI besides a funeral or a wedding? You get nothing else. Yeah. So if we could come out and celebrate wealth and lawn at the same time and get fresh to, not I want to say fresh to death card, start with funerals, but get really, really fresh, let's do it. So that's how the gala came about, bro.
All right, and when we talk about the gala, it's right here up on the screen. Is the VI Wealth Building Gala. Tell us about the event, who all that you have on the cast and so forth.
So when it comes to the gala, you can't just put a gala together, right? And just put an event together and just be like, yeah, this is what you're doing or whatever. And then you gotta be mindful too who you're putting on your stages. You gotta make sure these people are vetted, make sure these people know what it is they're doing. 'Cause a lot of people, you get man in my inbox that I know for selling cars. Now they're like, bro, I is a crypto export. Put me on the stage. You in crypto. I need to see a little bit more from you in the crypto space. I need to see a little bit more proof that you know what it is you're doing, because I come and put you on my stage and then you know, giving tainted information to my audience, I responsible. So, long story short, we starting from the beginning. Let me see. I get my guy. We're talking about life insurance, number one. That's another wealth building tool. So pretty much all the topics are wealth building tools that could get you to wealth faster. So we're covering life insurance. I got Chidi and Emeka Onuba out of Houston.
Okay.
And Leslie Simon, she's from St. Croix. So Leslie reached out to me a while back. I had do a live on Facebook ranting about how we ain't taking our finances serious. One of my first lives. I don't do lives. And it went really viral, and she reached out to me and she was like, Kyle, I sell life insurance. Life insurance is very, very important. And we develop a relationship. So they're on the card. I have Raquel Benjamin Berry. She is pounding the pavement on financial literacy and generational wealth. She was a former commissioner of education, and she understands firsthand, especially in this dealing with these kids on that level, how important generational wealth is, especially starting your kids off early. I have myself talking about personal and business credit, how to get to generational wealth using credit as a tool, personal and business. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about how to get up to $250,000 in funding. Yeah? We ain't playing. Like, we're getting busy at this thing. I have Tanya Garnett. She's a sponsor also, and she's a panelist. We're going to talk about real estate, local real estate. Shout out Tanya. It's going to be a real good conversation. I have Steve Shaw and Monet Taylor. They're also a sponsor, and they're going to be on the panelists as well, talking about the steps to become a real estate agent in St. Thomas.
Steve Shaw, that's my guy.
Yes.
Also Tanya, Raquel, a number of them. Yeah. Steve is on the real estate side.
Definitely.
Steve will sell you anything.
Yeah, but he
That's my guy.
He licensed to sell homes now, so I guess that's what he's selling.
Boat, everything. Steve, you know, Steve used to own the offshore bar.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Steve used to own the, and he's a former Virgin Islands police police officer.
So he has a hell of a story, man. Yeah. He have a really good story, and that's why I was like, bro, I had to convince him to get on the stage. He's like, bro,
really?
I don't do all this public stuff and that. I was like, dog, the people need to hear from you. So Steve gonna be there. He gonna give his story from going from a VIPD officer to owning our real estate brokerage in the Virgin Islands. And he's doing some really amazing things with that brokerage, especially when it comes to helping young real estate agents to get their foot in the door when it comes to the real estate game. So shout out Steve Shaw and Offshore Real Estate. Then we have Off-Island Real Estate Investing. So how you could be in St. Thomas or St. Croix or St. John and buy property in the States. The same way how them people leave from the States and come and buy property here, we could do the same thing. So why we ain't doing it? So Sony Kota, precious little sister, she's a licensed mortgage lender mortgage broker in the States, and she's gonna come down here to talk to you about how you could get approved to purchase investment properties stateside. And last but not least, Dr. Yamilsa Roebuck, licensed real estate agent in States, in Atlanta and Florida, I think. She's gonna talk to you about how to get properties, how to buy the right properties in Georgia or Florida so you could get approved and start building your generational wealth stateside.
All right. That is song good, and the event will feature a money conversation panel with Grammy Award-winning songwriter, the man himself.
Yep.
I know I don't want to bust this story, but they were doing a delivery to students, Tehran and Timothy, and they say, we got our first million, and after that we went broke.
Yeah.
You know, so for the rest of the story, you need to come out to the VI Wealth Gala.
Yeah.
There's still tickets. There's opportunities for people to come through. What?
Yeah, we had probably, yesterday we were at 75% capacity. This morning I ain't checked yet because we up here super early. And I went Zanzi last night.
Hey. But look at that, he up. He little late.
A little late. Up. The house is yellow and not peach. I remember that. But yes, I still here. I get up, I take a shower, wash all that Zanzi off of me, and I'm here, okay?
You've been in Al-Qaeda, man. You know how it is. I gotta tell them it's a different color, you know, to keep them up.
But Tehran gonna be there to give not only the story. It's we talking about, we getting deep. So Tehran, the thing about Tehran, man, when we so accustomed to seeing giants next to us, we don't realize how big they are in real time, especially to somebody that ain't customer seeing a giant like Tehran. So because he's Tehrani from housing, he's so accessible, we don't really appreciate his greatness the way we should.
Or understand the tables which he sit.
Yes, and the rooms that he's sitting in, and the people,
experiences.
Yes, and not only that, the people that is trying to. Tehran is so sought after. Think about being the #1 songwriter in the world. I don't understand what I mean. So what I mean is, anybody that want a hit song, calling this man. They reaching out, they begging. Whatever your prices, I'm gonna pay it. Because I see what you do with that little Korean girl in Korea and Bruno Mars with this APT. This song gone crazy and they making millions of dollars. So whatever your price is to write me a song, Mr. Tehran Thomas from housing, I gonna pay it. So we don't understand the level of genius that we have and the level of greatness that Tehran exudes. Because he's so humble with it. So we're going to get into real conversations. Not just, hey, you guys could do it. I do it too. I do it so you could do it. No, we getting into it. Boy, listen, no. When they threw that first 6-figure check at us, we didn't know how to act. We wasn't financially literate. And we spent it out. We didn't pay our taxes. We knew none of that. And we were in a hole. So we're going to talk about the mistakes and the missteps. And we're going to talk about the wealth building. So you got to pull up. It's going to be an amazing
at these events, it's open to everyone. Who, as the visionary, the host, the audience you really want to grasp the message includes whom?
Like I always lead every talk I do. Every time I get contacted to speak, the first thing I say is my name is Kyle Sexos. I'm from St. Thomas, United States, Virgin Islands, Pearson Gardens specifically. And the reason I start this is because I want the audience to understand that I ain't somebody that was born with a silver spoon. Shout out to everybody that was born with a silver spoon. Your parents did it the right way. This is not a job because your father left you opportunities or your father gave you opportunities. He did the right thing. All of us wasn't that fortunate to have parents that were financially literate. Not because your father don't love you more than my father loved me, because he was financially literate enough to leave you some land, leave you some stuff. That just, the financially literate just means he didn't understand how important it was at that point in time, right? So,
and not to interject, I apologize.
No, go ahead.
And you might see it all the time. What we face in our community is just a conversation. Because many times in our community, especially with broken homes or absent parents, finances like a hush-hush. Meanwhile, you know what your father giving, what your mother dealing with, and that's there. So I want you to continue, but a part of it, even not only leaving the asset, but it's just having the conversation and showing you
Yes.
how to manage.
Yes.
So sometimes you start off and you're just making a mess of the
Mhm.
situation. Please continue.
So the reason I say that is because, and you're absolutely right, and I'm going to expound on that. What happened is, your first question was who it is it targeted to. My demographic is local Virgin Islanders. They're going to always start with local Virgin Islanders, because that's who I am. That's who I am, right? So I've been here long enough to see how our expectations get so much lower when it comes to what it is we could do with ourselves, and the goal ain't as high as what it should be as far as what we define success as. What we define success as is having an apartment and having a really nice car. That's not it. We ain't building no generational wealth. So it's designed for the locals to understand that they have access to wealth as well, and they need to be building wealth also. St. Thomas is the VI is such a beautiful place. The reason so much people come here is because there's richness in this land, and it's a beautiful place. And if we don't start taking ownership of our land, it's going to look very different in the next coming decade or so. Yeah, already looking different from what our grandparents and everybody know it to look. So imagine what it is going to look like if we don't start inserting ourselves into the ownership conversation and owning a piece of land, owning something, owning a piece of this place, so that we have ownership and we could start to afford to live in our own spaces. To expound on what it is you say as far as it being such a hush-hush. I had a conversation, I was talking to some kids, some high school kids, and I was explaining that when it comes to money, everybody is such a secret. Me want nobody know what's going on. A lady say, I say, hey, we gotta stop talk. We gotta watch the way we talk to our children when we saying stuff like money don't grow on trees and if you think you're rich. Because the affluent households, the households with that type of income, they ain't telling their children, you think money grow on trees? You think you're rich? They ain't saying those things. Because if you hear that enough times and you start to grow and you get older, that going to cement into your head where you're like, money don't grow on trees. And me rich. So no, you are not aspiring to be rich. You just trying not to be broke. Those are two different things. You're either going to try to be rich or you're going to try not to be broke. And if you're trying not to be broke, then you're not trying to be rich. So we need to find that balance where we're teaching our kids about being financially literate and helping them understand the value of money. Because that was the goal by saying money don't grow on trees. Because we want them to understand the value of money. But we still have to balance that out with showing them showing them how important financial literacy is. Open up your checkbook to them. Show them. She was saying, my children them always asking me for money and they think I'm rich. And how do I combat that? How do I have them, like, I just a single mom trying to figure it out, but he wants $300 Jordans. I said, because you ain't showing them the finances. When you say, this is what mommy to bring home every 2 weeks from work.
Mhm.
These are the expenses. These are the bills. These are the things I got to pay for. This is what's left. From this, how can I go buy you $300 shoes? No, he going to be like, well, damn, okay. Well, mommy can't afford to buy me the $300 shoes, so maybe I need to find a job. Mm-hmm. And that's what a trigger their thought, problem solving thought, where it's like, okay, the problem is mommy ain't making enough money. Mommy probably don't have more time where she could go out and make more money. I come home from work, from school just sitting down. Maybe I need to go wash some car or go walk McDonald's so I could afford my own shoes. And that's how you're going to combat that problem, where kids just don't understand the value of money when they start making the money themselves. Anybody around here is a parent. When you give your child money or you buy your child some shoes, they're going to run, they're going to play kickball, they're going to do all type of thing. When they save up their own money from allowances and all of that stuff and go buy their own shoes, watch how they're in the bathroom with that toothbrush cleaning it and doing all of that. They're going to value it different because it's their own. You feel me? So, yeah.
Powerful. So, how if you put, I don't want to ask the years. Has anyone asked you what has been perhaps, because you've been restoring credit, repairing credit, what do you think has been your top transformative experience?
My top transformative experience is one of my clients were from the housing. He went jail, come out, street man, come to me and was like, "Hey, listen, it hard out here, it rough. What you need to do? What about this credit thing? And boy, this is what you gotta do. You gotta lock in with me. We go sit down for a little while. Let's build this thing out." And seeing that man go from street man to convict to he released to now a homeowner, dog. Them type of thing there is what I'd be like, whoa. Like, and it'll be humbling for me, but then sometimes I gotta pinch myself and like, God, it'll be like, hey, okay, it's all because of you. And I all about self. I'd be like, bro, I just show you what to do. If you wasn't the one to implement and lock in and make that decision to change your life, then I would have just been talking. So I don't realize the impact that I have because I feel like, bro, you're the one do it. I tell you what to do, you do it, you know what I mean? But them moments there, it'll be big for me. Another moment that I always remember, I was all in my credit repair and financial literacy journey. A female client of mine just signed up randomly one day, and she had really bad credit, and I fixed it, and over time it got really good, and she messaged me and said, "Kyle, listen, I was able to get approved for my apartment. I come to you because I was in an abusive relationship.
Wow.
And I couldn't get out because I was dependent on this man, and I was stuck. My credit wasn't good enough to apply for an apartment, so she just had to sit down there and take the blows." Did she tell me this after the fact? So now I was able to get approved for my apartment. Me and my kids left that situation, and I am in a much safer space. And they're like, all of this was going on when I was just writing up some letters and punching some numbers. So those type of things start to show me the impact and how important the work that I do is, and I don't take that for granted, bro.
Wow.
I really don't.
Respect.
Give thanks.
Respect. What's the ultimate goal? What's the vision?
The vision,
What do you wanna
Dag,
see?
the vision, Dag, is to really get my people to understand, man. We don't understand. It still ain't clicking, brother. It still ain't clicking how accessible wealth is. We ain't grasping it as a people, bro. Because the things that we investing in ain't even the things about what we investing in. It's the things that we're not investing in. The things that we choose not to invest in, because I could invest in a Buju Banton ticket or a Vibes Cartel ticket, shout out them promoters, because I'm invested in the things that will make me that income that I could afford to do what I want. I could decide if I want to buy my girl a carnival costume because I'm invested in the things that provide the income for me to be able to do those things and make those purchases. But if you're only invested in those things that cost you money, but you're not invested in something that's going to make you money, you're investing in liabilities and not assets. And you need to invest in assets over liabilities. Liabilities are fine, but you need to have the assets to pay for those liabilities. Your salary ain't going up, okay? Unless you in the top part of the government, I hate to break it to you, your salaries ain't going up. And if they are going up, they're not going up on the levels that inflation going up. So you need to add more income. You have to. Whether that mean a second job, that's adding more income. If you finish work 5 o'clock, it's 24 hours in a day, man. It's 24 hours in a day. You finish work 5. Clients will come to me, Kyle, I get all these bills. Okay, so what we going to do? I don't know, I drunk in. Okay, how we going to pay it off? I don't make enough money at my job. Okay, what time you to work? 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Okay, what we to do after 5 o'clock?
What did it say?
Nothing. I home, or I going here, or I going there. My son, listen.
I don't want to sound funny, but I want to really, my mind, I've mostly always been self-employed. I've never been under the government. I've always been in the private field. And I'm one of them that you had hate. You know, one of them who gonna come in and overachieve, and you're gonna say that's the boss pep, and you know they call me all kind of name and thing like that. Not to my face, not to my face. But I always ask myself, when you get off at 5 o'clock, what do you do?
Exactly.
What you gonna do?
What we doing? We scrolling?
Oh, yeah,
Watching
and
Love
that's
and
even
Hip Hop?
before scrolling.
Yeah,
What you do? You go home and watch TV.
TV?
And you know what? It was even crazier. I watched those who, and this is no diss. I never was a person to sit in traffic.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
If I see traffic there, I gotta take another route. I have to stay in motion.
Yeah.
You know? So I gotta find an alternate route. This is living in the States or whatever. I just can't sit down in traffic.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll stay at work, you know, an extra half an hour, extra 40 minutes, get my work done, assist, do boom, 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 get
So
ahead.
by the time you done.
So by the time
the
I
traffic
done,
done ease up.
but I want actually half an hour, 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
I was putting in hours and they were understaffed.
Yeah.
And then I just smooth sailing and go.
mhm.
Because how you could sit down in traffic for an hour, moving an inch and an inch.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you said that and it just,
And that's
I laughed a little bit because what do you do when you get off? It's like, you need to go hustle.
Yeah, because you get the same 24 hours in a day that I have.
Yeah.
You get the same 24 hours in a day that Emmett have. So at the end of the day, if you ain't thinking about adding more income, if you just feel like, yo, I get a job, so my job finish at 5, and there's nothing else I could do. Yeah, there's a lot that you could do. Between the hours of 5 to 10, that's another 5 hours that you could be making income. You know what I mean? Or if you ain't, what if you ain't got no children? If you ain't got no children, you ain't got no disability, and nothing wrong with you.
You need to hustle.
And you out here broke. I don't understand you. I do not understand your level of thinking. I cannot process the way you think. If you have all this time, you ain't get no responsibilities as far as when it comes to kids, and you gotta be home by a certain time to make sure the children them get what it is they need. So my heart goes out to the single moms and dads, and not even single, the households, because mommy and daddy home, mommy and daddy need to interact with the kids. But same ways, we gotta find a balance where we could deal with our youth them and still provide and make sure that we are adding more income so we could invest in the right things. And investing don't mean that I need you to go take $10,000 and go invest it in a stock. No, start where you is, start where you are. So if you have an extra $300 this month, first of all, you gotta save. We ain't investing and we ain't save. You got to stack your bread, stack your money, put it to the side, add more income. And now when you have enough, before you look, wow, we have enough for a down payment for a house. Let's start making some cars. Let's call Tanya and see what kind of houses out there and what type of houses in our price points. And another thing is, you could have good credit when you want to get approved for a house, but if you ain't got an income, what house you gonna buy? If your income just showing you making $30,000 a year, and they're like, okay, bro, at $30,000, the house I'm in St. Thomas starting at $400,000. What you could buy with, you need to add more income. Adding more income will always be the root of whatever it is you're trying to do. The first thing you gotta do is add more income. You could get your credit as pretty as they want, but if you don't have that income to sustain it and that income to justify whatever it is you're trying to borrow, they're gonna tell you we can't do nothing for you. So if you home from 5 o'clock till 7 o'clock the next morning, and you ain't out there trying to figure out, okay, I know how to braid hair really good. Let me braid maybe 3 heads a day or whatever, 2. I don't know. Wherever your time allows, make some more money. If you finish work 5 o'clock and you out there and they get jobs, part-time jobs around the place, find a part-time job, go bartend, go do all type of thing. It have opportunity around here. We just need to tap in, man. Tap in. Get our heads out of the clouds. And this is a PG-13 show, so I'm saying out of the clouds and not what I really want to say. Get your heads out of the clouds and figure out how to add more income. Sitting down home and saying me ain't got no money and coming on the internet and making statuses saying, oh, it's too expensive to live here. Oh, all the foreigners want to come here and take everything from us. Shut up. They coming. You ain't going to stop them from coming. Your status ain't going to stop them from coming and booking a ticket to St. Thomas and buying up the property here and getting the apartment that you say you can't afford. But they love, they're going to do it. They don't care that you can't afford it. They do not care. By rights, they're U.S. citizens and they have the right to come here and do whatever it is they want. So what are we going to do? Make noise and bawl and complain about it? Or are we going to invest in ourselves and invest in our future and make sure that we could afford to live in this place? Sorry, I had to go on these rants, man.
Saturday?
I had to go on these rants, brother. I'm passionate about this thing.
March 8th, it's happening at the Yacht Haven, the 360 Harbor. The 360 Harbor, 360 at the Yacht Haven Grand, March 8th, and it's $4 4 p.m. sharp. Doors open at 3 p.m. You get your tickets at www.wealthbuildinggala.com. Dinner and complimentary champagne is included in all ticket tiers.
For sure.
Now,
One
you
thing
put in
about-
there
one thing
dress
about
sharp, but you gotta dress sharp.
You gotta dress sharp.
You know what I mean? They
You
dress
gotta look
sharp.
wealthy. This is a wealth room. We wealthy in here. You know what I mean?
You gotta-
So dress. I dress.
Dress to impress. Listen,
to impress.
You want to roll, but of course you gotta get the meat and the potatoes of it. You gotta come to the VI Wealth Gala. We're expanding it some more. Shout out to Ayinde. Ayinde watching TS Promotion.
Large up yourself, ain't it? That's my dad.
What the car rental name?
Twin City Car Rental.
Twin City Car Rental. Big up
My lad
Ayinde.
variety store.
Big up
The
yourself.
night boy doing all type of thing. That's what he talking about.
You know
He
you are-
finish 5 o'clock and go home and lay down. My
Not-
boy,
not that
on
one.
it. We walking. We
That one.
grinding.
That one
You
day,
check?
he walking. He
Yeah,
walking.
for sure.
And
Another thing I
shout
want
out
to
to
say
him.
too.
Shout out to him.
Another
And
thing
shout out
I
to
want to say
everyone.
too. You know how like they have a big event and they have the main artist and everybody will be like, well, you know, he probably ain't gonna come on till like maybe 12 o'clock. So the show start from 9. So me ain't gonna go down there till maybe 11. That ain't this type of event. From the time this show start, there will be value being added. People are going to be given really good information that if they were to come to you on a one-on-one.
Kyle, I want to run the
Oh,
ad.
you gotta go.
I
Okay,
want-
go ahead.
No. I want to run the gala ad, and then I want you to come back and say all of that.
No problem. Sorry.
Right
I
now.
get carried away.
No, man.
Right.
You're good to go.
Yeah, thanks.
So we're going to run the ad, and we coming right back, and you're going to find out the meat and potatoes and
Yes,
the
sir.
St. Thomas, the most powerful wealth building event in the Virgin Islands, is the second annual VI Wealth Building Gala, where knowledge meets opportunity and generational wealth is built. This is an evening of financial empowerment, high-level networking, and exclusive insight into wealth building strategies at the stunning Harbor 360 at Yacht Haven Grand. Enjoy fine dining and complimentary champagne as professionals cover essential topics and wealth building strategies from local and off-island real estate investing, stocks and bond, personal and business credit, life insurance, estate planning, and generational wealth. This year, don't miss an exclusive money conversation with Grammy award-winning songwriter Teron Thomas. A deep dive into his journey from humble beginning to global success. Doors open at 3 p.m. Show starts at 4 p.m. sharp. Tickets are available right now at wealthbuildinggala.com. The second annual VI Wealth Building Gala, where legacies are built. Saturday, March 8, 2025.
Yeah, man, we are back. We are here with Mr. Kyle. Kyle, how you gonna say your last name?
Sexos.
Sexos.
Kyle Sexos. Yeah.
We're gonna stay with Kyle. We're gonna stay with Kyle.
I was saying.
We came today. You were talking about how you're coming out the gates, firing for the event.
Yeah.
I want to expand on what you were discussing though,
Right.
because you hit the nail on the head and so much. And, you know, we're going to save a lot more of the meat and potatoes for the show.
Yes.
However, I like to give credit where credit due. I was in a conversation with the former chief of, hit the wrong button, former chief of St. Thomas Police. And as you were saying, you started like you get 9 to 5, what you're doing afterwards. And, you know, we're going to have an interview with him coming up.
Okay.
He best to he walk. But I wanted him to stick to he walk because I said, Chief, you're young, where you gone? He said, man, I want to make room for the next person.
Okay.
I don't do my thing. I don't do 26 years. Time to move on. And he said, I don't think people realize that you're not going to get wealthy in the government.
Yeah.
You know? So shout out to Chief Phillip. He said, you're not going to get wealthy in the government. And he said, it's not meant to be no long-term career road. You know, you get it up, you get it going, you self-stabilize, you see opportunities, and then you need to move on. You know, that's what he said. And then another credit given, we were speaking as how you said, the opportunities are there. Governor and I were in a conversation. This was after the state and the territory, post-interviews. And the governor, we ain't talking good like this. When the governor sat down for like 2 hours talking. And he say, hey, the opportunities there. They did, bro. And people coming for these opportunities is if you gonna jump on it or not.
Yes.
But they coming for these opportunities.
And we just sit back, don't jump on it, and then get mad when they jump on it.
So the thing is that, and I've started to even condition myself in thinking and even realize it, especially if you work for the government. That if you work for the government, you know who I feel for in the government, to be honest, that we overlook a
Teachers?
lot. But no.
Oh, okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
However, you know, except commissioners and directors, anybody else in the government could have a side hustle.
Facts.
Commissioners and directors, not saying them and ain't getting a salary, but I mean, really and truly,
They're getting pulled in so much different directions.
they on call 24/7.
Yeah.
They can't have a side hustle. But like you say, if you go in and do your 7 to 3, you do your 9 to 5, you need to be looking at what else is there. Now, us as a community, we have some gatekeepers that full of baloney, that know opportunities and pushing us away and such. But listen, if you really want it, you have to push forward for
and
it.
you got to create
and
your
you
own
have to go
opportunities.
after it.
You got to
know?
create your own opportunities. Who give you a AllAhWeTV? Somebody give you that? No. You had a dream, you had a vision, and you say, you know what, this is what I'm going to do. And then now the opportunities coming because you made that decision. But that'll be the problem.
Well, you know, AllAhWeTV is all of us. You part of AllAhWeTV
this
too,
politician,
you know.
you
I
be
just can't have your cash in and say you want your shares. You know?
But yeah,
you're part of it as well.
You have to really like set yourself up for these opportunities. What happened is we just sit on here and wait for the gatekeepers to give us a key to the gate, and then when we don't get, we vex and we use as an excuse as to why we ain't implementing and why we ain't moving forward in life, because it's his fault, he lay me in. My son go build your own gate. Listen, no, you want.
Hey,
Can
the
I be real
gate
with you?
coming up. You said you're swinging out of the gates from time the thing
Yeah, from the
start.
time the thing start,
so
man.
the order flow, like you said, they say no show, you're waiting for the main man in the end. And last year was the debut, and then you went St. Croix.
Yes.
So, what was your reaction when you see the dust settle?
I was
after last
shocked,
year?
brother. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because when I started, people say, what? What? A financial literacy? A gala? What is? What? Who playing? Who performing? What band you bringing? I ain't bringing no band. You ain't bringing a band? Okay, you can get DJs? Yeah, but the DJ barely gonna play. He just gonna play during dinner and stuff, just to, you know, so you ain't hearing silence. What? And how much you charging? It gonna be 150. 100 and what? I ain't got no band, no jam, ain't got no band, ain't got. My boy, that thing gonna flap, you know. I don't think so, dog. It's okay. I understand you don't understand. And I ain't mad at you for that. You still might die because you see the vision. But I really feel that these people are ready for this type of information. So the ticket price ain't cheap, but it's justifiable because it come with food, it come with complimentary champagne, and $1 million worth of game. Millions of dollars worth of information. You pay $150, $175, and you leaving with this kind of information that could make you hundreds of thousands of dollars.
It's an investment in yourself.
It's an investment in yourself. So it sell out last year, brother. It sell out, and I was like, what? I made the same friends of mine that was like, me know about that. They were like, whoa. Bro, that's crazy.
So now,
and it sell out in St. Croix.
That I was just going to ask you, St. Croix. How was the vibes like going in St. Croix, or were they calling for it when they saw what happened in St. Thomas?
They see what happened in St. Thomas first. I used to live in St. Croix for a year. And my father from St. Croix.
Man, you talk about the Crucian woman, the child. I thought you over there like 10 years, 5 years.
But what going
you
on
only had
is-
1 year?
No, but like I say, my father from St. Croix. So I grew up spending all my summers in Cruz, the Christmases in Cruz. And whenever I had a break over here, my mother was tired of me. She sent me St. Croix and my pops. So I grew up. I spent time in Peter's Rest with my grandmother, Campo Rico, and my father, Wim Arlo. I'm an honorary. I half Crucian, and I tell people that. So when I roughen up the Crucian, I'm gonna tell her I could do it because I've been over there. I got half Crucian.
You bloodline.
So the Crucian, people were telling me what walking St. Thomas ain't gonna walk in St. Croix. But as far as the event selling out and what Tomians want, the Crucian them ain't ready for, and I refuse to buy into that because if we being honest, there are more homeowners, local homeowners in St. Croix than there are in St. Thomas. Part of that is it's more affordable to own homes in St. Croix.
That's part too.
And the next
But
part is
also, what's
the
instilled in the
refinery.
people?
Not only that, the opportunities that was there. When we graduated from high school and stuff, we had to go into the hotel to make $12 an hour working front desk. My partner them and my cousin them were in St. Croix, going into the refinery making $25 and $28 an hour. So they had that opportunity from then. And then land and house was so cheap over there. it costs the same to rent, so or sometimes even cheaper. So they will just buy their house. So
that's true too, but then a different mindset too.
Yes.
In the Crucian market, and I don't say one Virgin Islands, but Crucian is in an ownership mentality.
True.
And they are not as quick to sell.
Yeah,
as
that's
in
true.
the St.
Yeah,
Thomas market.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
true.
They're gonna go down fighting.
They're gonna go down and hold on to
They're
what's
going
theirs.
down holding it down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't sell a tell puppy there.
Yeah. Yeah. Even if it leave it sit on there and rat. We ain't selling it to you. Right? So
St. Thomas, how much you want?
Yeah, exactly. You give me how much?
And right. This is all part of the wealth gain and the education
and the
process.
equity and understanding the value of what it is we have.
Awesome.
You check? So shout out my Crucians because a lot of them are homeowners. They understood that they could leverage their house, do a refinance, take that money and go buy another house. So St. Croix went crazy with this information because in St. Thomas now now I have to, but you have to buy the first house first and then start to build the wealth. Crucians been sitting on these homes for 15, 20 years. They have the wealth already.
They have the equity.
They have the equity. So shout out St. Croix is more, and my message them to these galas, don't be one blanket statement. It's individualized to where I'm at. St. Croix, the average home price in St. Croix is $300 at the time, was $367,000. St. Thomas is $550,000. St. John?
Oh, yeah. Crazy.
$1.2 million.
Yep.
Okay? So long story short, it's more affordable than St. Croix. So Crucians, if I listen, you have to take advantage of that. You see how with a ball in St. Croix and be like, oh, St. Thomas getting everything. St. Thomas gas is $1 cheaper in St. Croix than in St. Thomas.
It was just said in the Senate hearing.
Okay?
But I experience it.
Homes are $200,000 cheaper in St. Croix than in St. Thomas. Lineman for Wapa in St. Thomas and a lineman for St. Croix, for Wapa in St. Croix, pretty much making the same amount of money. So I need our Crucians to understand the value that you have sitting on in a beautiful big island over there and start to cash in and take advantage of it. Don't get into the minuscule stuff. Oh, St. Thomas get more cruise ship. St. Croix get more land. Buy more, okay? St. Croix have a lot more opportunity and is more affordable. St. Thomas, we over here scraping, trying to figure this thing out because it's so expensive.
We are going to share the same parking spot.
For sure.
But listen, that's fabulous. So you, let's take it back on the timeline.
Yes.
We said so much on the Wealth Gala. If you heard this information, and listen, you need to go to www.wealthbuildinggala.com.
Yes, sir.
And you need to make sure you are there. We're going to make up the sponsors in a bit, but you graduated what, St. Thomas?
St. Thomas, yeah.
St. Thomas.
I only
what
went
school
school in
you
St. Thomas. I didn't do any schooling in Cruz.
What school you went?
The high school. The high school. You know, you get like the other rest of the high school, them have names. Yeah, that's why you got to identify them other high schools. You got to say, well, I went Ken, or I went Central, or I went Complex. I went high school. Okay? And we know what I mean. The rest of them, you get a little names and you shout out the other high school. I went to the high school. CHS.
Oh, yes. You're from,
large up shout
from
Payson Garden. I could have walk and go school. I could have walk and go every place. Like,
you could have.
Man,
so what's the timeline? Like you said, you had this store in St. Croix, but post school you was straight
to
forces?
army, yes. Well, National
So you were
Guard.
JROTC
No.
student? Wow.
Let me show you. That's crazy. I remember, again, environment is very important. So I grew up in Payson Garden. Who were putting on them tight pants to go to school? Them JROTC clothes. Not me.
With your hat tucked in.
Exactly.
With the hat tucked in,
no,
right?
sir,
and the thing
me. My partner them would have trolled me. I would not make it. I would not have make it. No, sir. I would have to sag my pants some to try and make it look extra baggy. And then the army man would have been vexed with me and I wouldn't have last.
And you gotta do some push-ups?
Yeah, man. So I said, when that thought came up, GROT, what? Not me. For these men to troll me and tease me? That ain't happening. So I was never interested in army or anything. But what happened was, I was, as much as I had to talk about financial literacy, I was a average C student, bro. Okay? I was really good in English and history, things that you just have to remember facts.
Yes.
But when it comes to math and science, them things with the numbers and the formula, boy, it used to drive me crazy, so I wasn't good in those areas. So, long story short, when I graduated, I had to have a real conversation with myself and be like, I barely passed this level math. That for free. I go and go pay Are you going to go pay to fail these people calculus and these things that college require? My mother ain't got no money for that. So I had to make a decision. Like, but I know I don't just want to stay here and do nothing. So this army recruiter walk past one day. I'm like, yeah, my boy, you could join the National Guard.
Walk past where person garden?
Well, my mother, he see my mother and he was like, yeah, man. And she like, what your son doing? Well, he about to graduate. Man, tell him come talk to me. And he talked to me and he said, in the National Guard, all you're going to do is be here when the hurricane come and help out people. Large up my boy, that's my recruiter. I go put him on blast, but that's my dog, okay? He said, all you're going to do is be here when hurricane come and help out the people when the hurricane come. Man. Why? Ain't gonna why? This was February 2003. February 2003, you know, I was senior in high school. He said, ain't gonna why, man, you just going to be here when the hurricane go on. 2003.
You graduated 2003?
Yeah. He said, ain't gonna walk going on, my boy. You gonna be good. Like, you just want a hurricane pass, you go help the people in the house. That's it, my boy. Well, that was February 2003, no, February 2003. You know when George Bush declared war on the Taliban? March 2003. The next month, not even the next month, that was like 2 weeks after I signed these papers telling these people I go join the army. I sit down on my grandmother's chair watching the news and I seen bombs dropping in Afghanistan and the US Army has been activated. I said, what the heck I just gone and get myself into, Mr. But large up my recruiter, joining the National Guard was the best thing that I could have do as a young kid. Any kid that looking into the armed forces is very, very beneficial. It's really, really, that changed my life. And I wouldn't have been here where I is today if I didn't listen to that recruiter tell me about I would only have to come out for hurricane. Large up yourself. You know who you are. That's my dog, though. That's my
I love it. You make water come to my eye. But, you know, and to your whole team, I think you were in the squad with Tito, Dale,
AllAhWe. It was me, Tito, Perry, Dale, Jamal,
yeah, man, my boy. Who, Brooks?
No, Jamal Joseph. Dudley.
Okay. Yeah, Jamal.
Yeah.
AllAhWe in the same.
AllAhWe, we were in the same 610. And that was dope because, long story short, we went to Iraq in 2005. 2 years after I signed the papers and I was already supposed to be here. I ain't help a person out the house for hurricane
So you
yet.
did Iraq or Afghanistan?
Iraq. So I went to Iraq as a soldier with the National Guard. We were the first unit from the VI to go to Iraq. They had a unit that went to Afghanistan, but we were the first to go to Iraq. So nobody was there to tell us, hey, this is what to expect and this is what's going to happen. We watching the news just like I watching the news and seeing man getting blow up and people head getting cut off and George Bush say, hey, it's our time. We ready for our. I was 20 at the time. I was 20 at the time. Did I even make 20 yet? No, I leave the territory at 19 because we had to go. I left in September. I made 20 in October.
While
overseas. While overseas. So I over there and I'm not even legally old enough to drink, right? I can't walk around. I can't get a drink in my handbag or walk with an M16. Crazy. What a world we live in. But nonetheless, all of us went. All of us came back. I'm really grateful for that.
And before we get to the get back part of the story, you get my eyes running water, boy. You know, we always gotta give our respect and our thanks to soldiers and what you sacrifice, what you all experience, because all my soldier friends, that when you talk with them, I want to shout out Mike, Romeo, the list goes on, Junior. Man, a lot of y'all have seen some things that we can't even imagine. Yeah. We see it on the TV, we see it in the movies, and we talk, and you know, so we gotta say respect to y'all for, you know, defending our core values, our liberties, our justice. For sure. And you know, you all coming back into society because, you know,
that was tough.
You know, I call the old people that say, who sent you?
Yeah.
You know, but we thank you. Instead of saying who sent you, we say we thank you for you all sacrifice to each and every one of y'all. Sometimes when it's Veterans Day, 1 or 2 hours, I like to buy a drink, but then I gotta run because when the whole team comes,
the whole squad,
the whole team.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, but big ups to that. So after that, like you said, you did a number of businesses and you tried, but you take some L's, but you never stayed down.
No, man, you cannot. How? What are you gonna do? Lay down? Like, what are you gonna do? Just sit down? Like, what I tell people, right? If you try and you fail, the worst thing that gonna happen is you're gonna be in the same position that you were in before you try. Nothing else gonna happen. So if you get a job, if you have a job and you say, you know what, I gonna try sell these, I gonna buy some dough and sell some patty on the side. If the patty them don't sell, you still got your job. Nothing changed. Your life has not changed. What happened is when we start making these decisions and say, you know what, I gonna quit my job and I gonna go sell patty. You ever sell patty before? No. But it can't be that hard. You ever make a patty before? No. But it can't be that hard. There ain't no way to do it, guys. That's a fairy tale. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. I do that before. I do that before.
I did it.
You check?
I did it.
So if I could have done it differently, I would have been like, your job is your first stream of income, and that's your first investment in yourself. So what we getting rid of it for? Take it, keep it, let that job fuel this new project. Let it fund this project. And then when this project making the same amount of money or more than your job, that's when you let go of your job.
That's true.
So we can't.
Sometimes when you're back against the wall, though, then you have nothing to do but fight and survive.
And you
that was my journey over here.
And because no, you don't commit to the thing.
I don't commit. So
you don't commit.
It
so
wasn't
like,
no
what we
backing
gonna do?
down.
It's fail or is succeed or drunk. I mean, trying drunk.
Do or die.
Exactly.
Get rich or die.
So we're gonna scrape and we're gonna fight and we're gonna do, and that'll bring the best out of you. Because it pushes you to limits that you didn't know that you had. You didn't know that you could exceed.
You know, behind every successful person, there's always a story. Every successful person, everybody in the grind and business have a story when they're back against a wall.
Facts.
They're back against the wall, and they had to make a decision, left or right.
Facts.
And you know, that decision propelled them through. You have any of those experiences?
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro, man, your whole life. Brother, you don't get to a place where you're so accomplished, I mean, unsuccessful, without having them moments. And that'll be the problem. People will look at myself and say, what can I get all of this here going on? He get figure out. Number one, I ain't figure it all the way. I still learning as I go when it comes to some places, because as you move, you go to different levels. And I ain't trying to stay at this level I am. I trying to go to that level. So I ain't figure out that level up there yet. Can't me reach there yet. But in order for me to get here, I had to go through so much stuff. How much time I back against the wall. Brother, listen, again, no, we didn't have a blueprint. Nobody to teach us how to do these things and how to be successful. So all the mistakes that you made, all the decisions that you made, there were situations where instead of saying, okay, this show just, you talk about Dollar and a Dream, this show just make us a lot of money. Let's stop right here. Sit back and assess what we're going to do next. Because the next show might not make us what we just made. But instead of understanding that we thought that, no, this is the bar. This is what's going to happen for every show going forward. If we do this here, we're going to do this here and here again. And then we make a big set of money here, do something else, and give the money right back. And now you're in a situation where you're wasting a heap of time, you're wasting money, you're wasting resources, and then now you're really like, what the heck are you doing this here for? So there's been times when you borrow from Tom, Dick, Harry, and the judge, and the thing ain't work out the way you wanted it to work out. And then now you're in a situation where these people coming knocking on your door like, hey, where's my money? I need my money. And now you got to scrape to borrow from Susan, Charmaine, Uncle, and everybody else that have a little more patience with you so you can pay these people back. So I've been in them type of situations, brother. And that forced me to where I is today. Financial literacy. I was not financially literate. I was just throwing things at the wall to see what stick.
Freestyling.
You check? So now it forced me to be like, okay, boom. I see what I do wrong there. I see what I do wrong there. I see what I do wrong there. And I see. And because I made those mistakes, I'm recognizing the mistakes that everybody else making when they're doing the same things that I did. So now I try and make noise and be like, listen, we could do this thing different, you know. Build that foundation solid first. Invest in yourself first before you try to invest in any business. Invest in yourself first before you try to invest in any business idea. And what I mean is, I just see people come on the internet and make GoFundMe so people could fund their new business idea. No, boy, nobody care about your business idea. Fund yourself, my boy. I must stop from what it is I'm doing to go give you $50 so you could start your business. We live in the United States of America. I have a thing called credit. Once you get a certain credit score and you do this and you do that and you do this, the bank won't give you all the money you need to do to start whatever business you started. But you come in on the internet, starting GoFundMe's. So you know what that's showing me? That you're lazy. It's showing me you're lazy and you're not tapping into all the resources. This is not Haiti. This is not Dominican Republic. This is not Dominica and all these other poor places that don't have the resources and access to capital that we have here in the United States of America. So your excuses and your complaints, they're falling on deaf ears over here. Fix your credit, get your credit good, use your credit to invest in that new business, start that business, start making money, buy a house, invest in yourself, invest in your family, and invest in generational wealth. It's that simple.
Boom.
It is that simple.
And we, just to clarify, like you know, some of those places you mentioned, we, with our American status and assistance programs, we have it by 100 times more easier. We won't say these places poor. A lot of them have revenue, but they have classes, and you have separations, and some people have it and some people don't. And that's a little bit of what Kyle's saying. You don't have that here. You have the opportunity, so you gotta take it.
Yeah, and
Kyle,
again,
it's been such a great conversation.
Lastly, at the start, everything that I say.
We have a few more minutes. We have a few more minutes.
Okay, good. At the start, everything that I say with where I come from, because I know that qualify me to tell you everything I'm gonna tell you. Because I come from some place with abundance. I come from the projects, and here I am telling you. This is what it is. I ain't come here to talk sweet to that. I used to do that. I used to be the nice guys we could do, but I don't hear that. I don't only hear aggression, and I don't need some cuss out sometimes. You know what I mean? So I say all that to say I come from a place where I didn't have it, and I went through all these rules and all these paths to get to a place where I finally figure it out on this level. So when I telling you what it is you do, I don't want to hear your sorry excuses again. If you're not disabled, and if you're a single mother with no kind of options, meaning like you ain't got no help, them is the two people. There's two, and the elderly, of course. Them is a set of people that I have give a little bit of leeway to. But the rest are you that willing and able. I just had, I don't know if you see that interview that we do with my boy Bob's, Billy Blaster, Kishani Henry. He I guess shoot in Barbell Plaza. He was like in 11th grade or 10th grade or something like that. He get paralyzed.
Oh.
Yeah, it's on the Caribbean Currency podcast. Shout out Caribbean Currency.
I shout out to that too.
Yeah, we and that's another thing that you see. I didn't even mention that.
Caribbean Currency. We've been just stuck on this.
But nonetheless, he talk about you know what I mean the gang culture, not gang culture, but street violence and conflict resolution. And he get into something at 17. He shoot some people. He paralyzed somebody, and he get paralyzed all in the same gunfight. So now the man don't have no legs, but he doing so much. As a handicapped person. And his thing is he just say, I don't have no sympathy for able-bodied people.
Yeah.
Because how I out here limited to a wheelchair, I out here driving and I doing this and I starting businesses and I doing all these things and you have all your limbs working and you're sitting down. So as the further along I go in my journey, bro, I realizing that some people just want things done for them, some people just lazy, some people entitled. And again, I ain't here. I'm not here to coddle you, bro. I ain't here to tell you and feed into and negatively reinforce the negative things that you have in your head where you feel like this is why I can't get rich because it's so hard out here and it's so this. And you know the government ain't doing this and anybody ain't doing this. Man, you ain't true. From the time you started going on that road, you know I hear it. Wah, 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 wah. I can't hear it, dog. Because what you doing? You are the CEO of your life. You are in control of what happens to your life. If we have two CEOs, one is in charge of a company and this company is thriving, this company is doing good, this company's numbers and the stock market is up, this company is profitable, who's responsible for that? The CEO, he gonna get the credit for that. Hey, from the time this man come on as the CEO for this company, the company has been doing amazing. There's another company, the CEO, from the time he take over, the company in the red, they're not making no money, they're losing money, the stock is bleeding, the stock ain't doing good. You know who will be held accountable for the failures in that company? The CEO. You are the CEO of your life. Whatever happening good in your life, you are responsible for that. Whatever happening bad in your life, hate to break it to you, you are responsible for that.
Boom. Words of power. Listen, I want to speak to you real fast. The rest of your timeline, and then we're going to wrap it up.
Yes.
Listen, it been a good vibes, but they're saying the only vibes. Don't say you hear everything here on AllAhWeTV. You need to be there at the VI Well Gala, and you need to be getting this information firsthand. You need to be listening, and then do they have opportunities to question and answer?
Yeah, man, brother, this is an event that, like I tell you, it was hard finding a DJ because these DJs is like, yeah, how long you want me to play for? Bro, you going to probably pay for a 5-6 hour event, you probably going to pay for like 10 minutes. Because when the one speaker transitioning and the next speaker coming on, usually they have a little music there.
A little nice
But you know what
music.
we're doing? We're taking questions from the audience, from the last speaker that we're talking. Now is the time to ask your question then while this next speaker setting up. What you get? Because we could play music and I could just mingle and do all of this, but you pay for the information and you're going to get it.
That's right.
So, again, what we're doing here, we're having a conversation, a general conversation. The people that are going on the stages is people that are leaders in their industry. There's people that are leaders in real estate. I could tell you and inspire you as much and tell you about credit, but you have people in real estate coming to tell you about real estate. You have people in life insurance coming to tell you about life insurance. You have people in stocks and bonds coming to tell you about stocks and bonds. You have people in off-island real estate investing coming to talk to you. So at the end of the day, you can't show up. The show starts at 4. Don't come this 6 o'clock thinking, yeah, man, they're going to catch this. And nah, my boy, you don't miss. You don't miss a lot. So pull up on time is what I'm trying to tell you. That's the message. Come on time.
That's it right there. Kyle.
Yes, sir.
Kyle. It's been a good one.
Yeah, brother. I
It's been a
appreciate
good
it. It
one.
was long overdue, you know. We've been trying to get this here together for a while. It's been long overdue. I finally make it to the peach house with
say
the black
more,
roof.
you know, we talk. I see a show. We talked about the show, but more things coming in the future.
You just getting started, that.
Yeah, but you know what gets them for those who watching? I said we heard of you there. We know you yourself is in the real estate market.
Yeah, man. Heavy.
With you, I want to say buying and repairing homes.
Yeah. So I do,
and then you're flipping.
Yes,
or what you do?
yes. So I do home renovations. I do that where I would find a house and again, this comes back to understanding equity and value and buying right. If I don't understand how to buy right, then I just wasting my money. So because I understand what drives the value of a house, I understand what type of house I need to buy. What house would be a good investment to buy into. So the house checking all these boxes, but it just needs some cosmetic work. Okay, I could come in, spend $75,000 to $100,000 in the cosmetic work, and sell the house for $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 and make a profit. It all ties in to becoming financially literate and understanding the market. So I own a company called Success Real Estate Co. And what we do is we do renovations, home renovations, top to bottom. We go in, renovate the house, get to in tip-top shape. Not just tip-top shape, like we really transforming these houses, putting them back on the market and selling them out, or in certain cases, we rent them out. And we expand into, well, this is breaking news. I ain't tell nobody. Yeah, I ain't tell nobody yet. But
you come in here.
Success Real Estate Co. will be investing in United States Virgin Islands. My company is a stateside, but home is home. And a lot of these houses need what it is I doing. You know, we need the renovations. We need the design, the modernness. That's another part. And we're going to talk, me and Tanya are going to talk about that at the event. Because as a real estate agent, she walks into these homes and it's like, these homes are really, the exterior is given. But when you walk inside, you get tile from 1984. The tile older than me.
They dated.
It dated. Change that color and the house. What are you doing with pink tile in 2025, my boy? Or yellow and green tile. Knock that stuff down. Let's build it over. And when you understand that it's just paint, walls, and concrete, then you make better decisions and you invest better into your property. So
and then following, we saw that, and then we also saw you do the animals.
Yes.
You do the puppies.
Yeah, so
Pet you're still in the puppy game?
Yeah, I didn't even mention my
and I call it the hairy dog them. You in the hairy dog them?
So let me tell you why Pet Magic is special to me.
The hairy dog them.
We don't just provide hairy dogs for families, okay? Short hair dog, long hair dog, it don't matter, any breed. So Pet Magic is special to me because it came to a point. Pet Magic happened for me before my credit space. The credit thing, I just stumbled across that. But I always, when I was young, I always wanted a pet. I grew up in Payson Garden. I couldn't have no dogs.
You can't have a dog.
You know,
You want one of them with an illegal dog behind the
no.
building.
My mother went in that with me. My mother was no dog person. My mother grew up having dog tie up in the yard outside and to a chain and feeding them fungi and saltfish.
So
and bones.
When they come by your yard, don't feed your dog, don't show your dog white chicken bone.
No, you crazy? No, sir. My dog food, okay? She will vomit up chicken bone. She's so bougie. But I always had a wanting and a love for animals, you know? So it had a situation, and this is what I be telling you, you gotta be creative in these times. Who could have told me that starting a puppy business would have been profitable? I didn't know. I went in a situation where somebody reached out to me and was like, hey, Kai, I want a Yorkie. I really, really want a dog. I just see you traveling all the time. I can't find none down here. You think you can help me find a dog up there? Light bulb. Entrepreneurship 101 is solving problems. Find a problem that people need solved and solve it to the best of your ability. And that's how you're going to make money.
So you find the
puppy. I was like, okay, sure, yeah, let me.
And you put it on Facebook?
Let me find out. I find the dog for the person that thing for the dog, but when I got there were more dogs. So I was like, okay, I get horse. Hey, anybody want a dog? Look at this cute dog.
A hairy dog too, right?
A hairy dog too. And it went crazy. So she sent me to find a dog, and then people, oh God, I want it. How much for it? And I was like, whoa, wow, what's happening here? And then now I realized that's a business model.
So that's still going strong?
Yeah, man. It as only one person. So I haven't really been pushing it as much. People that hit me up on the side when they really want an animal or really want a puppy, and I'll, sort it out and get them what it is they want. But Pet Magic will always be special to me because it came during a point. It got really big during the pandemic, believe it or not.
When people
were
needed
stuck
companion
at home. Yeah.
And
Pet Magic, I learned so much from Pet Magic because it started right before the pandemic, right? And it was doing really well then. But during the pandemic, it blew up. Backstory, I was working overseas at that time. I took a job overseas right before the pandemic hit. So I was fortunate to be overseas and still have my job. And then, my income was not affected during the pandemic. The pandemic was good to me. Shout out to everybody that wasn't the case, but I only could speak from my point of view. I had a job, the wall shut down, so I wasn't spending, and I was able to really pay down a lot of debt and get out of debt and speed to this part where it was. Anyways, long story short, I was overseas and a client come to me and said, Kyle, I know you really, Kyle has stopped. I was like, I was doing the deliveries and stuff myself, but I was overseas, so I couldn't physically do it no more. But a client come to me and said, Kyle, listen, I know you ain't doing this dog thing no more, but I really need a puppy. I really need a home, the children home, and we need a companion. So I had to tap into my creativeness and be like, how can I help this? How can I solve this problem from where I am? At that point in time, I went to Afghanistan as a civilian. So like, how can I solve this problem from where? I got resourceful. I found someone that, a pet nanny that goes around and they fly the dogs down. I connected them with my breeders, and I was overseas on my job, okay? On my 9 to 5, making money from my pet business by just saying, hey, you, go ahead, pick that up. Together. Hey, you, take that, give it to she. Hey, you, pay me, I pay she, and I keep the difference. So Pet Magic taught me a whole lot about entrepreneurship by trial and error and just being thrown into the fire. And then, because now I wanted another house, I realized, hey, I need my credit to be good. I stumbled across that my credit wasn't the best, and that sent me down the rabbit hole of learning so much about credit and finances and all of that stuff, and becoming financially literate, which brought me to my current venture that I'm in now when it comes to the financial literacy space. But Pet Magic is still my baby, still special to me. Shout out to everybody that get a Pet Magic puppy. Shout out to everybody that show Pet Magic love, and just shout out Pet Magic.
Listen, man. Real vibes. Real vibes.
For sure.
It doesn't get no better than that. Listen, we're going to tell you one more time. Not one more time, but reiterate. It's all about this Saturday is the second annual VI Wealth Building Gala.
Yeah, that would mess you up all the time, man.
A team, experts. That's the first time. That's the whole. I say billing.
Well, billing Gala. Let's go.
Well, building Gala. And listen, it's going to be a star-studded event. You come sharp. You have everything from complimentary champagne, dinner, and just a beautiful event.
One of the speakers that are going to be there is Monet Taylor. And I wanted to say earlier when we were talking about it, Monet going to tell her story about, she was a government employee. She was a government employee during COVID, and she got that, she was employed before that, but then COVID happened and she was able to go home and connect with her son, and she had more time at home and all of that stuff, and work from home. When COVID passed and they say, okay, Monet, we need you to come back into the office, Monet dreaded going back into the office so much that she said, you know what, I need to figure out another stream of income. Monet decided she's going to be a real estate agent, and she jumped into the real estate agent world, and she figured I get enough money saved that I am going to walk away from this government job. Her parents watch her like she was crazy. Her friends watch her like she was crazy because you giving up, not the income, but you giving up these benefits. That's what it is. These government jobs aren't the best paying jobs, but we hold on to them and we'll be enslaved to them because of these benefits. Monet say, yeah, I good. I gonna bet on myself. She bet on herself. She became a real estate agent. She found a real estate broker to work under, and now she is a real estate broker. Guys, in real estate, there's agent, then there's broker, and every step you go, the more money you make. She quit her government job, became a real estate agent, and now she's a real estate broker, and she's going to be there to tell you about her journey and the process. Shout out Monet Taylor, another daughter of the soil from right here, St. Thomas, Virgin Islands, and she's going to talk about her story. So, again, I come to the gala, guys. It's more than just inspiration. It's actionable steps on how you could make your life easier.
Kyle, I think we touch a little bit of everything.
For sure.
What do you think?
Yeah, man, we touch a lot.
I mean, he pulled me up in the forfeit last year. He said, you don't come to my gala. Yeah. I said, Kyle, you didn't invite me. I said, Kyle, I've been supporting Dog Show. Yeah, one. Yeah, that's two. I've been supporting this, that. Right. But I was just acting a little bougie. Yeah. I was just acting a little bougie.
And that's the thing. I don't know who to be there. I am listen, I don't scan. The military don't get me scanning to this day. So I could tell who all in the building. I go remember who were there and I go remember who wasn't there. So when you wasn't there and you come to me and say, hey, Kyle, I got a question, man. I want to know how you do. I'm going to tell you, get on my face. Because my time is valuable. And I put a whole event together for these questions and for more information. So don't opt out to come to the gala and think you can message me and say, come and ask me some frat. only he could do that. But you see, he coming to this one now, right?
Coming to this one, we got to jump around. But listen, it's been...
My ashy foot showing. Go ahead.
That's the first time in the show. You see, you make me run up for our sacks. Listen, man, it's the second annual Wealth Building Gala, and I want to thank you because, along the journey, and then shout out we get 30 seconds. Tell us about the talk show.
Oh, the podcast? The Caribbean Currency podcast, man.
It's a video show, so it's more like a video cast.
Yeah.
But tell us about it. This thing has been creating a lot of excitement.
A lot of waves, man. So
and are you in a water and thing?
Yeah, man. We only been, our episodes, it's been a year since our episode. Within a year of our first release, we were nominated. We made it to number 40 on the top 100 Caribbean podcasts, like throughout the Caribbean. So 40, that was like out of thousands. Mm-hmm. So to be number 40 in such a short time, that was a big deal, bro. And it is still...
Big up.
Yeah, shout out Caribbean Currency. That's myself, Redman, my crazy co-host, the controversial. You hate him, you love him, you hate him again. But one thing Redman gonna be is be consistently Redman. And that's why, and that's my cousin too. So
he coming through this weekend?
Yeah, man, Redman gonna be there. You ain't see what going on. I send Redman a suit, the suit don't fit. I buy a suit that was 3 sizes too big for me, right? I don't usually buy when I order suits online, I'll buy them a size up. So therefore, if it's too big, I could take it in and get. But for some strange reason, their measurements were off. The suit come 3 sizes too big. I said, cuz, watch it, I got a suit, you know. You got a suit for a gala yet? No. I got a suit that will sell it to you. It's too big for me. I send the man the suit, dog. I ain't hear from the man. I say, hey, you got a suit? Yeah. You try it on? Yeah. It fit? No. It too small? Yeah. The buttons won't even close. I said, oh, jeez. So last story shot, yeah, Red, I hope you find a suit by the time they say it is. But yeah, Redman gonna be in the building, man. Redman pulling up for sure. Caribbean the Tehran interview going to be a Caribbean currency interview. So it ain't just me sitting down with him. Redman going to be sitting down with him too, and we're going to have an in-depth conversation. We interviewed Tehran on the podcast before, but we were speaking more so about his journey and all that. But no, it's a money conversation. We talking about Tehran. You making millions of dollars. How do you XYZ? Tehran, how you figure out from coming from nothing where you get $0 or $35 in your pocket and went to America, now you making millions of dollars and you in Dubai and you in Paris. I just had to fly to Paris. Tehran so busy. Let backstory. I trying to guess a video drop. You know when you do a event and you get a video drop with you and the person and come to the
Yeah.
Tehran, when you gonna be in Atlanta again? I don't know, my boy. I in Dubai now. Okay, when you coming back? I coming after Dubai. I going Paris. Okay, when you come out from Paris, where you going? When I come out from Paris, I going here and I going. And I'm like, the man, my gala is in a couple weeks. I ain't get no video drop from you. I said, how long you gonna be in Paris for? I gonna be in Paris from this time to that time. I gonna pull up on you in Paris. Cause I need this content, you know. And being financially literate enough where I could afford to do those type of things is why you guys need to come to the gala too. So therefore, you can have the information that allows you to be able.
That's why the drop have the Eiffel Tower in the back of it.
That's why. That's how it happened.
That's how
it happened. Tehran was in Paris. I needed the drop to promote the show, and he wasn't gonna be where I was gonna be. No time in time for me to be able to promote the show. So why I gonna do, Emmett? I gonna sit down and say, oh God, Tehran all the way. He all the way in Paris. What he got in Paris for, man? How I gonna get this drop? I gonna just do it without Tehran? What I gonna do? I gonna make that decision and say, you know what? You in Paris? I come in Paris.
I know why.
And we're gonna shoot this thing in Paris.
I know why I do. I put back on my EDA hat.
Shout out to EDA. Shout out to my sponsor, my long time sponsor.
Hat.
Welcome,
EDA, man.
EDA. I love how
But man, that's big up, and that's from Pearson Garden
to Paris,
Oswald Harris Court to Paris, and all beyond. And you're gonna find out all that information. Again, we're saying, listen, is the VI Wealth Building Gale while building. Now you get me stumbling on the thing.
Sorry, I
you know, VI Wealth Building Gala this weekend. I thank you for the time. Thank you for coming. I was, you know, the final thing we're gonna say before the two ads was, you know, we haven't done a Rise Up since AgFest because a lot of moving parts happen in the background. And I said, man, this thing coming up, you know. I tell Kyle I'll support him. You know? I wonder if he reached yet. Let me see, Bram. And I message him. I call him first. Maybe he was flying. And then I message him and he replied. He said, hey, yeah, I come in. I say, hey, start 6:30. You be here for 7:30. He said, I did. And I say, that's when I talking to an entrepreneur. That's when I talking to a person who live in a VI. Because when I talking to Virgin Islands and this, at what time you need to come and record it and then roll it in. And I said, no. If you want that, you come here in the morning, come to the peach house with
a black roof. We in a yellow house with a red roof.
What red roof? You want me go out and show this house now, you know?
I gonna send her a video. I gonna do a video when I walk out there. I gonna say, this is me leaving Emmett's studio. What color that roof is? What color?
AllAhWeTV can't tell. But listen, if you're around, we just want to let everybody know coming up. We're talking about it along with the VI Wealth Building Gala. When you don't learn your financial literacy and stuff, you want to be there to who? Kimani Marley sessions on the floor. The Passport Edition is happening at the Rico Center. It's happening at the UVI Sports and Fitness, now known as the Eldridge Blake Sports Fitness Center, alongside Double Band and Lodges on the Switch. Is the kickoff the UVI's Charter Weekend activities. You know, the climax of it is Sunday afternoon on the green. After afternoon on the green, they're going to be giving an installation to the new UVI president. It's been a wonderful morning, Kyle. I want to thank you for the time.
For sure,
thank you for everyone that's watching. It's Wednesday. Listen, I have no more to say. And all I got to say is love God and be the best self that you could be.
Gala on Saturday, this Saturday.
Hold on, let me pull up your camera so you can do that.
Wealth Building Gala this Saturday, March 8th, Yacht Haven Grand. Doors open at 3, show starts at 4. Go get your ticket now. In a few more days, you're probably going to see a Facebook message from me saying it's sold out. Go get your ticket now. Don't wait, guys. See how you did. Come pull up on your boy.
But what I want you to tell them is get your ticket and your suit, or get your ticket and your frock, or your nice sexy dress and thing, because when they come, they like, hey, Kyle, like that, you say you get a ticket, and you come to event. Kyle,
you got to pull up correct. Ladies, you see the problem, and I'm going to end with this there. You see the problem, guys? We don't be looking for things in the wrong places, you know. Where you think you're going to find your wealthy husband? Eh? Where you think you, look around at all the events, you're going to find him in Crush? Large up Crush on everybody and Encore on everybody. Larger yourself up. You have the highest chances of finding your wealthy husband at a wealthy event. So why you ain't gonna be there? That goes to this power of networking. Anybody that looking business partners, you looking investments, you looking investors, where you think you're gonna find them in a rumba? Pull up to the Wealth Building Gala and let's work, let's connect, let's network. See how you this Saturday.
What a outro. What a outro. This man has seen the wall and he's done it all.
For sure.
That was perfect. Kyle, thanks again. Thank you for watching Rise Up. We're going to be back on Friday morning. We're going to be here. We're going to tell you all what's taking place, more interviews and so forth. And we apologize. We had a little freeze frame with the spelling bee and the math counts champion. But we make sure that video is airing on Friday. And remember, today the varsity teams, they leave to go represent the VI in Florida. That's all the teams from CAHS, Ivana Eudora Ken, Complex, and Central. Kyle say high school. I say they all are high schools.
Yeah, but there's one high school. There's the high school. Shout out the rest of them, but then there's the high school.
So big ups, big ups, big ups. And y'all, thanks for watching. Hey, be the best self that you could be, man. Stay true to yourself. Peace until next time.
Peace.
St. Thomas, the most powerful wealth building event in the Virgin Islands, is the second annual VI Wealth Building Gala, where knowledge meets opportunity and generational wealth is built. This is an evening of financial empowerment, high-level networking, and exclusive insight into wealth building strategy at the stunning Harbor 360 at Yacht Haven Grand. Enjoy fine dining and complimentary champagne as professionals cover essential topics and wealth building strategy from local and off-island real estate investing, stocks and bonds, personal and business credit, life insurance, estate planning, and generational wealth. This year, don't miss an exclusive money conversation with Grammy award-winning songwriter Teron Thomas. A deep dive into his journey from humble beginning to global success. Doors open at 3 p.m. Show starts at 4 p.m. sharp. Tickets are available right now at wealthbuildinggala.com. The second annual VI Wealth Building Gala, where legacies are built. Saturday, March 8, 2025.
Environment designed to help you succeed.
Good ideas can be realized here.
We have wraparound services. We offer tax incentives. We offer access to capital. Companies that relocate here can get customer care second to none here from the Economic Development Authority.
We located in the Virgin Islands because of easy access of shipping and freight and cargo.
I welcome you to come to the Virgin Islands. Do business with us, expand, start. We're happy to have you. And while you're here, enjoy our lovely sunsets.
To explore a new horizon for your business, please visit our website at
UVI's annual Friendraiser, Afternoon on the Green, is back on Sunday, March 16th from noon to 5 p.m. on UVI's Harmony Moore Golf Course on St. Thomas. Savor mouth-watering dishes and your favorite native drinks. There's fun for everyone with music by Climax Band and the Artists in Residence Jazz Collective, plus face painting, bounce houses, and games for the kids. Grab a lawn chair and head to the green. Visit aog.uvi.edu.